Sure.
You have to use it.
I've used a mechanical keyboard before. I don't like it.
But like for an extended period.
I don't want to.
Let's do this.
All right.
God, this is so laggy. Okay, hold on. It's probably because it's like. Sorry.
God damn it,
You can't pull the Anthony Gallegos on me. You can't just start the show out of nowhere.
It is Friday, January 10th, 2013. And, oh, wow. I already fucked it up.
2013, yes it
2013. And you're listening to the Irrational Passions podcast, 2014. Excuse me. 24-word is upon us. I am Alex O'Neill. With me, Evan Wall's here.
Hey, that's me.
Brian Nabishin Jackson is here.
Lag there, so alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
I got
yeah.
Yes,
Words.
indeed.
Words.
There was lag though. Oh, there you go. Whatever.
Tony Horvath and his exceptionally loud computer are here.
You got problems?
I have all the problems. You know this.
Well, that's okay.
Okay then.
You're allowed to have those problems.
All right. It's 24-word. It's 2014. We are here. Well, most of us are here. And
Kind of.
I think some of us are still mad.
Greg's still angry at us.
He's too angry to podcast.
Yeah, he just hates us all. Sending us angry tweets. Yeah, it was a good holiday break. We played a lot of video games. I played a lot of video games.
I play some video games.
I beat a lot of video games. I completed many a video game. And I thought I added that. Damn it.
You didn't.
I see that now. Sorry. Tony's showing off his mechanical keyboard's loudness by typing
I'm sorry, I'm just putting games on the list.
games into lists. And plus, plenty of fucking news happened this week.
Plenty of fucking shit.
It's a great way to start 24-word. Our Game of the Year stuff is out, except for some of it. So I'm gonna go into that now. Day 2 of our Game of the Year podcast, Rational Passions podcast, episode 160, part 2. Yeah, Scott, he doesn't know where his audio is for that. So
that's good.
That's great.
Are you sure he saved it?
I don't even know if he saved it. I don't know.
I'm happy about it.
He looked for it. That was our second longest show. It was an hour and 49 minutes. Yeah, he told me he just couldn't find it. He was not going to find it. It was basically what he said to me. So he told me to upload the audio without him in it, and he was going to listen to it and insert himself on it and record onto it.
Scott's about to insert himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I sent him that audio, and he never got back to me. So I don't know.
He's probably busy or he's still recording.
Yeah, he's still recording right now. It's been 2 years. No,
It's been at least a year.
It's been a week. So yeah, I would not expect that show to ever go up. We will put up the winners when I put that article up, so you can see what we chose. But regardless,
a whole bunch of cool pictures that I found, and they're all different pictures, which was really hard to do. But yes, I did.
Yeah, that was all Nabishin. Regardless, it happened, and we're not going to re-record it because that wouldn't be right, or it would also be shitty. Yeah, sorry. I know a couple people have been reaching out to me saying they don't know where to find it, and they're concerned. They don't want to move on to day 3 without it. But
aww, I feel so bad.
Yeah, it's
We should
lost.
do it on Google Hangout next year.
Yeah, we'll do that just in case. We'll have a backup.
Why? I hate this program.
I don't
Or
know
Alex
why
should
you
just
hate it.
record all our audio as
It's just
backup.
annoying.
No, that's a horrible idea.
I like it.
I think everybody likes it.
Or we can
Yeah.
all be in the same room, so this shit will never happen again.
Yeah, there you go. I'll just
It's
make
true.
sure Scott is in my room.
Just
Always.
make sure GarageBand doesn't crash again.
I don't like to talk about that, Evan. I would have recorded our audio in Audacity if we were all together anyway, and edited it in GarageBand. So I'm not falling for that shit again. But yeah, regardless, if you would like to listen to our Game of the Year stuff with top 10 lists combined, we have about 14 hours of stuff out there. So
All that stuff.
of great audio content. I'm super happy with how everything came together.
I doubt Greg was super happy.
I'm sure Greg wasn't super happy. But yeah, it's a lot of great content all across the site. We have tons of top 10s and tons of guest top 10s as well. So there you go. Thank you to everyone that listened already and sent in their support. A couple people said they want to send in their personal lists to the show to get read on the show. That's totally cool. Just send it to our email. Someone already sent one in for today, so we will get to that later. What's up, guys?
Tired.
Oh, that's
you're
right. We're
tired
talking about stuff.
Yeah.
We are
I'm
podcast.
not.
What's this
We have-
podcast thing we talk that we're
The last
supposed
time
to
we
do?
did a regular show was on the 17th, so
What's this
Almost a month.
podcast you talk of?
this podcasting. What's up, Evan? How's life treating you?
Work. Lots and lots of work. But good hours. About 6 hours every few days. Which is better.
Okay.
Because...
Are they treating you right? Are they beating you?
Yeah. Nice. I like it.
Yeah, they're beating me. They're just hitting me nice and hard, getting the crop out. Whoosh. Cool. I guess.
Yeah.
Is that all that happens in your life? I imagine, because that's all you talk to me about.
Yeah, I mean, nothing really exciting is going on.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Tony, please tell me something interesting.
Video games happen.
Video games.
Grand Theft Auto my favorite game of the year, but it really sucks at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you read what I put for Evan's post?
Yeah,
Yes.
I did.
I was like, these are
Evan's like,
10
I
games
didn't
that
read it.
Evan kind of likes, I guess, but has nothing nice to say about.
Because he shits on all of them.
Yeah.
Maybe it should be the Evan and Scott shit on everything.
I had a couple
podcast.
people tweet me after I put up Evans and say, "What the fuck was that?" I'm like, I don't know. It took 22 minutes.
Talking to the
and
wrong
then
guy.
It was done. Yeah. I CC'd to @stickerglue because fuck knows if he knows what's going on.
I do know what's going on. I saw that. I get all the tweets from Irrational Passions Twitter.
Yeah, there you go. Evan watches
Anyways.
that Twitter like a hawk.
So, I play video games, hung out with a female for a lot of time.
Yeah, the lady's back. Back
Yep.
cracking the whip in Tony's life.
Yep. And I've
Is
been
it
like
8 o'clock?
I've been fighting Papa John's for like the past week to try and get my job back. So
Yeah, your life is actually the sequel to PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. It's Papa John All Stars Battle Royale.
So I've basically now, after this conversation I had directly before this show, found out that my old boss has nothing that he can do about me getting my job back. So I said I wanted to talk to the next level of the company. So he gave me his boss's phone number and said that I should call him on Monday. So I'm going to call him on Monday, and if he can't do anything, I'm going to ask to talk to the fucking Papa himself.
Papa John, get on this
Listen,
phone.
John. Yeah, I'm going to be like, listen here, John. Anyway, so that and a bunch of video games and hanging out with my man Nabashin.
Yeah,
We went on a fun trip yesterday. It was good stuff.
was it to Best Buy?
It might have been to Best Buy.
It was to Best Buy.
And
I really-
also, by the way, Alex, Nabashin, and myself, we need to go to get a buffet of food
Yes.
sometime in the next day or two.
Yes, we do. That's right.
You
Me-
don't have the money to spare. Bills. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, we'll do it after we have.
We'll do
money
it
to spare.
sometime.
Yes, sometime in January we'll go.
Well, since Papa John's. You ever think about getting another pizza job? I'm just saying, bro.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna
just
do
go
that.
through all these other people.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather just like work for Papa John's anyway because I already work for that company, so I wouldn't have to like go through training and all that bullshit again. But I'm gonna also
Sure.
like go to the Domino's that's right next to the old Papa John's where I used to work at and be like, listen, but I'm not working at that Pizza Hut because fuck that place because we already complained at them. So I don't want to apply there because I feel bad. You guys make shit
Why, 'cause
pizza now. Hire me.
I'm gonna turn this place around.
I'm gonna make you guys buy more Pizzone dough.
Yeah. Fucking lay down the law for those bastards.
And like, I could go back to Harris Theater and get a job like any fucking day I want, but fuck that place so hard. So
It's not,
Like,
that's not as you think
the
it
way
is.
you let up.
it is worse than I think it is, and I know that because I worked there.
I work there. You shouldn't work in the deli or anything. You should work.
Cashier is
at
even worse.
No,
I
it's
hate the
not.
idea of being a grocery store cashier.
Yeah, so do I.
Kind of with Tony on this one.
Same here.
See, you are one among 4 people who think that it's a decent job.
It works for you, Evan. I'm not saying that you should change jobs, and
That's true.
It's good that it works for you. It's just personally.
Just saying that I could never do that, and I will never fucking work in a grocery store deli again. So,
There you go.
sorry for insulting.
Shit
your
just got
line of
real.
work. Not Sheen Jackson.
Mm.
Anyway, so that's
think
that's
Joe's
basically
the
my
one
life for the
offended.
past week.
Yeah, Joe would get offended, but
Joe would get offended. So that's my
Speaking
that's
of
my life.
what is fucking top 10?
Where is Joe's top 10?
Yeah.
He didn't play 10 games. He just played.
I
BioShock
texted him.
Infinite.
He never got back to me. So
Because he's an asshole.
we'll try and I was gonna see if you want to come on sometime this month. We'll ask him when he comes on.
Okay.
Cool. Well, I hope this Papa John's bullshit gets fixed. I'm
I just need to fucking work.
Well, since I turned off my camera so we can actually not delay anymore, my week's been okay. Just been working. I kind of somewhat screwed myself over. Not necessarily because I did it for the greater good. And by the greater good, I mean I did it for you guys, so we get this game of year stuff done. But I took a day off work, which it wasn't like a bad thing. It's just like I'm calculating like how much this is gonna cut into, like how much it's gonna get me like 2 weeks from now when I get my paycheck, and I was like, fuck, I gotta probably sell some of my games to actually like pay for other stuff that I need to pay for, which is not the best thing. I still need to talk to my manager who's been like on vacation for a while because I've been talking to him, so he'll have to get like a better position, maybe go to another building to get a higher paying job. Because that's something I really need right now, or just another job. To probably do 2 jobs at the same time. I got a lot of free time, so I could do that, but I need the me time in the in between because I'm that type of person. But other than that, nothing else really. When was the last time we recorded?
You recorded?
We recorded
We recorded a regular show on December 17th.
17th. Okay, well, I saw my parents for Christmas. That was awesome. I got a car again, so that's news. They spoiled the fuck out of me for Christmas. I love my parents. Like, Jesus Christ, like, I didn't even know what to say. They just got me a whole bunch of stuff. A refrigerator and a microwave, so that's something. But yeah, I have to like maintain a car again, which is kind of weird. Driving, I haven't drove for like almost 6 months now, so that's just kind of like a weird feeling. Like, I know how to drive. Like, drive is no big deal. It's just like I'm seeing cars go by me and getting close to me again, so I'm getting like that first driving nervousness about like cars just being like right next to me type of thing.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, everything's cool. Everything's fine. I've just been completing some games for the past few weeks and living life, having fun.
Yeah.
Trying to talk to girls, but that's not working too well, so I'll have to find new girls to talk to. So yeah, other than that, yeah, move on. Talk to somebody else.
Yeah. Scott just joined us, so give me one moment as I bring him into recording.
Sorry, I left my phone on the charger because it died.
God
Sure,
damn it,
Scott,
Scott.
that's a likely story.
I left my phone somewhere while something was happening, and I didn't I lost track of time, so it happens. Scott, you
Real
got all
quick,
that?
so real quick, while none of this is going to stay in the recording, are any other you people in the ESO beta?
No.
It's live, Tony.
I know it's
It's
live. I don't
live.
give a fuck. People know that it's
Nobody
happening.
watches
I'm
us
allowed to
anyway.
ask if other people are in it.
No.
I just can't talk about what's in it.
First rule, ESO beta. No talk about the ESO beta.
Pretty much is though. Scott, are you in that beta?
Me? No.
Damn it! I need someone to play with, and Trollware's not responding to me. Anyway, all right, we're done with that.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right, just hit record on 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, I got it.
All right. And Scott's with us now.
Hello.
Hey, Scott. Don't lose this recording.
Please don't.
Oh, such a dick.
Yeah, a lot of people are upset about that, okay? I gotta give Scott some amount of shit for it.
All of the shit.
All the shit.
Ah,
How you doing, Scott?
Pretty good.
How are you? How have you been? How have your weeks been? Your days off from everything.
Pretty stale. I am helping with packing everything up since we're moving.
Yeah. Did you find a new place yet?
No.
Okay.
are you living on the
Place has
street?
Yes, I am.
No. We haven't sold the house yet.
Oh, okay.
But we have too much stuff to apparently show the house. So we have to pack it up and then put it somewhere before we can even get started.
There you go.
If you need a room, Scott, my house has got some for rent. As always.
If you need help moving,
Yeah.
I'm definitely willing to help.
Wait, Scott, you're moving already? Why?
No, not me. Like
Oh.
my entire family from the house.
Yeah, it's like Alex from 2 years ago. He's like, I'm getting kicked out again, so now it's Alex's turn.
Yeah. Well,
That was the story of Alex's life. I'm
that
getting
was
kicked
actually
out again.
exactly 1 year ago now.
I know, that's why I kind of referenced it. Tony just came to Scott's house, got kicked out, so that's what
Yep.
happens.
Exactly.
It
By
is
the
what
way, you need
happens.
to move by February. Oh, great.
Oh, cool. Thanks,
Fuck
man.
you, person. All right. Well, I hope it's all going smoothly.
For the most part.
Good.
Yeah, it's been weird. I haven't seen Scott like once this whole week.
Yeah.
I think the last time I talked to Scott was directly after the last Game of the Year show recording, and that's it.
Yeah. Last time I saw Scott was New Year's. It's weird. It was weird. Well, as for me, my life has been very empty, in the best way. I haven't seen like anyone except for my roommate for the past weeks, like 2
Who?
weeks. Yeah, my roommate, that one guy.
No one knows who that is.
Exactly. I've been worrying about getting all of this Game of the Year stuff up on time, which I managed to get all up on time.
Very nice.
Which
Did you
I
want
was-
a high five or something, Alex?
except for the one that yes, I want a high five. Thanks, Evan. Except for the one in which I had no control over, but everything else came out on time, was out on time, available in a timely manner, across 5 days, and yeah, it's all out there. We've been getting some feedback. Congratulations to Zelda, our Game of the Year.
Yep, my tweet.
That's so enthusiastic about it.
Greg still has no comment.
Greg's still mad.
I like Zelda, but I don't think it should be number one. There
Because
you go.
GTA should have won.
And I played a
GTA wasn't even in the top 10. What?
Nobshin knows. I conspired with Nobshin beforehand about that.
You told me this like a week before we were recording. I'm gonna make my GTA on that.
It was like, I said I don't want GTA anywhere on that top 10 list, and I'm gonna try my damn hardest to make sure that
You
happens.
didn't do anything about that though.
I
I
did.
kind of brought it up, and then you like, yeah, I don't want it on the list now. I was like, okay.
Well, I was very willing to compromise. I'm the only person that was willing to compromise going into that thing. and then everyone compromised, and then everyone was sad. Except for Scott. Scott fucking won. We all lost, and Scott fucking won.
Always. Scott always wins.
But
I
yeah.
forgot to tally that. Oh, I'll do that later.
How many
Sort
times
of.
Scott
How many
won?
times Scott
Sort of.
wins?
Yeah, you know how many times Pikmin were on the damn list? You know how many Pikmin pictures I had to find? Jesus Christ. That and The Last of Us.
Hey man, Scott and I both won. As far as
The
I'm
game's so
concerned.
bad. Last
You're
of Us.
so bad.
Thanks.
But yeah, go listen to that. That's behind me now. I don't want to talk about this, especially with you
Yes,
guys. Anyway, that audio's out. Super happy with all the content that we had on the site. There's also a written top 10 list from all the writers and stuff that I made sure got out. There's one still coming. I don't know why it's not
Is
up
it
yet.
Joe?
No, it's not Joe.
No, it's not Joe.
Aw.
God damn it, Joe.
God damn, Jesus.
Yeah, Joe.
And apparently you're still sick.
Yeah, I'm still coughing. Like
Alex is always sick, guys. You have to
Yeah.
you have to live with that.
I'm basically just dead half the time.
It's true.
Yeah, there you go. And also, I played a fuck ton of video games. I finished a fuck ton of video games. I played games and then I finished them. It was super nice. So I finished like 7 games over the holiday break.
That's too many.
That's not too many.
It's too many.
So let's talk about some of them. I'll
Alright.
go first.
No, you're not allowed.
Yes, I am. I'm the host here.
I want Evan to go first.
It's too bad. Evan can wait. I played. I got Mario and Luigi Dream Team for Christmas.
How's that?
Game's pretty good. Mario and Luigi's still pretty good. It ends up.
Are
They
you
still
are you
make-
sad that it didn't make our top 10 now?
No. No, I'm not. God, I'm sorry about this.
Alex needs to stop
Gross.
hitting the
This is
hookah.
why Evan should have went first.
I don't even hit
Lodge
the
it,
hookah.
bitch.
It's gross. Anyway, yeah, I need a throat lozenge. Mario and Luigi's great. Scott, you should play it. You'd like
Yeah.
it. It's definitely much more along the lines of Bowser's Inside Story than the previous ones. It's much funnier. And it has a lot of really fun and kooky elements to it. Not quite as good as like the Bowser stuff, I think.
Cookie crisps.
Yes, exactly. Kooky crisps. But it's still fun. We talked about it on the Game of the Year show. You go and Dreamy Luigi goes in Mario's body. He's all dreamy and shit. Why don't you like that name? It's so funny.
It's a dumb
It's a
name.
dumb name.
It's not that dumb.
Yeah,
pretty
it is.
funny.
Kind of dumb.
No, you guys all suck. That's what it is.
Yes, I do.
As I learned over the past few weeks, you guys just have horrible
As you
taste in
learn
video
and breathe.
games. Yeah. As I learn and breathe and then cough and die. I played a fuck ton of Fire Emblem. What do you guys want to know about this game? I will talk about anything of this game.
Just say anything. Anything. God, you need to talk about it all year.
Does it matter which direction you
Did you beat it?
someone from?
I haven't beaten it yet. Was it?
How many
does it
babies have you made?
Does it matter which direction? What?
You approach someone from.
No. No, it doesn't. It's not the tactics style. It is not smaller maps with,
Squares on them?
being able to come around someone and flank them.
Are there squares on the maps?
There are squares.
Alright, I like squares.
Squares are pretty good.
Better than hexes, jeez.
Nah, hexes are pretty great. But yeah, no, position doesn't matter. It matters what type of thing you fight on. That's always going to be the Fire Emblem way, I think. It's really good. Like I was playing it on hard mode before, and I was having a lot of trouble, and I figured I'm just gonna play through it on normal, then I'll play through it on hard. So I'm making progress. Still hard, still very challenging. Harold just tweeted at me and said Fire Emblem kicks ass. But yeah, it's still really difficult in a good way. It's got that Fire Emblem challenge. but like the whole relationship stuff that I went into before is fucking awesome. Basically just having two units fight together while adjacent or paired up and taking up one space as two units. Their relationship just gets stronger and stronger, meaning the bonuses that they get for fighting with each other get stronger and stronger, like plus 15% critical chance in some cases, depending on the match and the relationship. That's awesome, because usually, like, I have my two main units, Kara and Crom, they're like married and they have children, and when they're paired up, like, each of their crit chances is in the 30%, and they almost never miss, and their hit, like, enemies' chances to hit them always take a 10% penalty, and, like, that makes them an incredibly powerful pair. So, like, really, I was surprised by the time I got into, like, Chapter 10, I'm on 17 now, I realized that you have to play that game differently than any other Fire Emblem game, because you have to be pairing units and having them fight together almost constantly, because if a unit's by itself, it's at such a disadvantage, especially on the harder difficulties. You need other units around it to give it small buffs, and you need to build those relationships, because if, say, you have a team where all of them have a relationship with each other that's been built and strengthened, it's basically, so long as a unit is next to another one, they're, like, much more powerful, much more deadly, and in some cases near unstoppable, and that's awesome. That's in Fire Emblem, they have done that with having like one or two units that are really overpowered. In this, it feels like all of your units can be really overpowered and strong, depending on how you play with them. So I'm really happy with it from what I played. I'm glad I'm playing more. I was listening to the music from our best song, and that's what got me to just pick it up again. Is that enough for you, Abishin? Are you satisfied?
I guess.
Fuck you.
I guess you can move on.
That game is great. It's the best Fire Emblem game ever made, hands down.
This
I really like the story too. It takes place in the same universe as the first Fire Emblem, which they've never done before. Usually it's all just unique worlds and stories and states and whatnot, but this is actually continuing that legend. And the way they reference back to like Marth and whatnot is pretty clever.
Yeah, you told me about that stuff. Sounds great.
And it gets weird in the best way. I beat XCOM Enemy Within, or I beat a game with the Enemy Within expansion. That shit's awesome. You played some of it, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
How far did you get into like the building and the tech and whatnot?
Far enough to be kind of done playing XCOM again.
All right.
Like, I don't know, it was interesting for a while, but I just never finished it. Still will.
Top 3 DLC of the year.
Yeah. It's great DLC. I just am kind of burnt out on XCOM.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I
don't
can
know
only
if
name
I'll
so
ever
many
burn
snipers
out.
Scott.
That's not true.
It's
It's
not true.
It's
But,
not true. You can name all the snipers.
but I want to think it is.
My sniper in that game is so unbelievably overpowered.
Is his name Scott?
His name is Scott.
Better be.
I had to name him Scott because he was a sniper. He literally, like, let's see, he like one-shot killed a sectopod one time, and I don't even know how the fuck he did.
Because it's Scott.
Most OP, Scott Guthrie.
Pretty much. That seems to be the case. It's I found out there are actual like win characters. Like if you type a name of a person into the game for like if you change one of the characters' names to a specific name, they automatically become like super soldiers.
What?
Like if you name a character Ken Levine, he becomes like a super soldier sniper.
Weird.
And he like
And
goes
he can't stop moving his body.
yeah, he can't stop moving his body. His arms are just flailing constantly.
Sounds like Ivar.
But yeah, there are a couple of those. Like Sid Meier is one. Ken Levine's one. And they added the guy who's the main character in XCOM, the Bureau.
XCOM Declassified.
Yeah, the whatever that main character's name is, I forgot. But if you name one of your characters his name, they become a super soldier. It disables achievements, but it's still pretty cool. Yeah, XCOM Enemy Within is really good. It adds mech troopers and genetic enhancements. And the mech troopers pretty much just function as a different class. They're big. They have lots of health. They do lots of damage no matter what tier they are. But they can't use cover. So they're a big standing target. But one of their upgrades, one of their level up upgrades, it makes it so you can't get critical hits on them. So regardless of them not being able to use cover, they're super useful. Plus, it's a lot easier to get a mech unit early on than it is anything else, and the difficulty curve on Enemy Within, if you're playing on Classic, is way higher. They changed some stuff around. They made it so if a soldier panics, he's less likely to friendly fire, and if he does, the chances of him hitting an ally is much lower. But they've also just made enemies a lot stronger, and the buffs that enemies give to one another a lot stronger. But one of the coolest things I thought was they added this whole second storyline, basically, with the Exalt, which is another group of humans that are taking advantage of the situation, you could say. So when you fight them, they fight like people. There are the heavy class, the support class, blah, blah, blah. And that's really cool because they'll do stuff they'll throw smoke grenades like your support class can. They'll shoot rockets like your heavy class can. They'll eventually get genetic modifications just like you can. So fighting them is a whole nother. It's very different. They play very differently, and they strategize a lot smarter, I think, than the aliens. But they're a lot weaker. So it's fun playing them. So. Playing against them, and the way you do it is you make covert missions where you'll send one unit into an Exalt base, and you'll have to have them they'll be gone for a few days, and they'll be infiltrating the mission, and then you have to do an extraction mission for that covert unit, and you have to do a bunch of those until you find out where Exalt's base is, and then the assault on Exalt's base is another special mission. Which is also really cool. Plus, they added a bunch of new council missions that are more scripted, but a lot more fun. There's one where you go to this fishing town, and you find out that the aliens have been using dead fish that fishermen have been capturing as hives for chrysalids to hatch out of. Yeah, and it's a really intense mission. At the end, you have to call in an airstrike, and shit goes insane. It's really cool.
There's fish everywhere.
And then there's fish everywhere.
Fish sticks for days, son.
Yeah, it's really good. It's the new scripted missions are great. The new sub stories that they have are great because there's more than just the Exalt one. And yeah, it's harder, but in a good way. And they give you enough new tools to make it easier for you to fight back. I picked up a few games on the Steam sale. I got Valdis Story, Hammerwatch, and SteamWorld Dig. Any in particular that you guys want to hear about?
Read them again. You went through those fast.
Valdis Story, which is a kind of an actiony. It's like Dust and Elysian Tale. It's an actiony Metroidvania-esque game. Hammerwatch, which is a hack and slash game, meant for co-op, but I didn't get a chance to play with other people. And SteamWorld Dig, which is another Metroidvania type game.
SteamWorld Dig seems pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. Basically, you play Rusty, this Steambot, whose uncle just died, and you inherit his mine. And then you go and mine his mine, and that's about it. It's kind of Metroidvania meets Diablo. except instead of fighting dudes like in Diablo and getting loot, you're fighting pieces of rock with your pickaxe and getting gems to sell. And it's really satisfying. Like, you'll chunk out an area of the mine, and you're pretty much just going straight down. And then you'll get a bunch of loot from that, and then you'll fill up your inventory. Then you'll have to go back up to the surface world, and you get like teleporters and stuff to make that easier. And then you sell all your stuff, and then you can buy upgrades, like a better pickaxe or more light for your lantern, so you can stay down there longer, or like increase your health and armor and whatnot. So it's got that upgrade hook, but also you go to these special like challenge rooms. Some of them are like puzzles, and others are just rooms where you get pre-recorded like upgrades, and like you'll get a drill which functions differently than the pickaxe, and you'll get like this super jump that lets you jump extra high, meaning you can carve out more of the ground because you can get up easier, and you get a bunch of awesome powers like that. And then again, as you get powers, you'll be able to upgrade your powers, and it's really cool. It's a really surprisingly satisfying game. It's pretty short. It's about 5 hours. It took me 5 hours to get through it.
Oh, you beat it?
Yeah. It's $10. It's $8 on or $9 on 3DS. I might buy it again on 3DS just so I can play through it again on the go, because it's really fun. It's a nice, like, it's got the Diablo grind to it where you just go down, carve out an area, then go back up, sell all the loot that you got, then go back down and carve out a new area and possibly unlock new powers and whatnot. So I really enjoyed it. Blew through it. I was playing it on stream. Valdis story is really cool. It's got really great art. It's like, it is pretty much exactly like Dust and Elysian Tale for you, Nabishin. It's kind of a Metroidvania in that you get powers and upgrades. The way the upgrades work is a little weird. Like, most of the things that you get that allow you to access new areas are either keys or like magic powers. And like, explaining the magic powers is really weird. Basically, you hold the right trigger and that activates magic mode, and then depending on what direction you hit, you can hit up, left or right, or down, or hit right trigger in the air. And those are each 4 different types of magic attacks or abilities. So it's weird. I liked it a lot. I blew through it again. It took me about 8 hours to get through. It's really pretty. It's got some pretty satisfying combat. The bosses are awesome. And it's very Metroid-esque. Not as much as I wanted it to be, but I still had fun with it. It ends on kind of a cliffhanger, though, which I thought was disappointing. But it's fun. It's a fun action game. It's a 2D platformer. I had fun with it. And, like, I haven't played enough of Hammerwatch to really talk about it. I'm going to hopefully play more, but I'll talk about that on a later date. Same with Don't Starve. I downloaded it on PS4. I only played like 30 minutes of it. I thought it was fun, but I played Don't Starve before. So
Okay.
I beat Spelunky. That's the big deal here. For real this time.
But like, for real though. Now you just got to do your no gold run.
Fuck that. I'm never gonna do that.
Whatever, man. You didn't go to the mother base yet, or mothership, whatever.
Not on my
the mothership.
Not on my PC. I've done it on all the other platforms. So I booted Spelunky up on PC. I saw Patrick Klepek was doing some streams. I'm like, I'll stream Spelunky. So because I bought it for PC during the Steam sale. And then, is that why you're sighing? Because Patrick Klepek inspired me.
No, because that's all I've been doing all this week is watching Spelunky streams, and it's been annoying me, but it's interesting. But it's interesting all at the same time.
Now you're gonna have to start playing co-op. It's gonna be good.
I don't know why you wouldn't watch my Spelunky stream.
Because you suck at that game.
Fuck you. No, I don't.
No, you're fine.
Nah, you're just fine.
Yeah, you're okay. I
mean,
I beat it. All right, so
Yeah,
suck a dick,
good.
Tony.
It's fine. I'm
Like,
almost there.
immediately after you beat it, like he told me, like, I have to beat this like another 24 hours because I can't let Alex have it.
It's true.
I'm sure he did. In fact, I expected as much. I just sat down with the PC version. I'm like, I'll stream some. Maybe I'll beat it. Maybe I won't.
I will tell you, I have seen Yama, so I'm almost there.
Okay. I got to hell for the first time, and then I beat it. First time I got there.
Yama is surprisingly easy, isn't he?
Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting that to be hard. I was expecting
The hell part is hard.
the hell part is hard.
Yeah.
Well, you can get through when you have like 30 health.
Yeah, I used the exploit Tony taught me, so there you go.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I couldn't get it to work. I tried it a few times. I couldn't get to work anywhere but the City of Gold. So
Yeah, the City of Gold has more blocks in it. So
Yeah.
it's more likely for zombies to be, or for mummies to be in the right spot.
yeah.
So
Basically, for those curious, if you're spelunking out there and want to get a trick, if you have the Kapala Cup, which lets you gain health every time you get like,
Kapala.
6 or 8 drops of blood, you can also collect the mummy vomit from the temple in it.
If you get a mummy's face into a block with an open block below him, his vomit will fall through that open block, so you can hang on the block that or sit on the block that it's going through, and the locusts won't hit you. And every time he vomits, almost every time, you'll get one more heart. So you can sit there and get all the way up to like 50 or 99 health, and you're good to go at that point.
Yeah. I didn't have that much trouble in hell anyway.
Yeah, like it depends on what you have, because it's a shit ton of spike traps and lava, and if you get Vlad's amulet on the first level, you're set for half of that.
Yeah.
So
Which I did. I was like, I want to get as much out of hell as I can. I don't care if I die here. I just was really excited about getting there.
gotta
I
get the
managed-
journal entries.
I managed to get through it, which I was happy about. But
Have you killed Old Bitey before?
No, I haven't. That's the
I
one
did
thing.
that.
Yeah,
I did that. That's fucking hard.
Yeah,
so many
like
piranhas.
that's the one thing. Like I want to do, but I'm trying to think of a way to approach it. I think like with a shotgun is the best way to do
Okay,
it.
I'll teach you a method. Basically, what you have to do, you have to jump in the water, and this only works if you have the jetpack. You have to jump in the water and kind of like collect all of the piranhas into like as close as you can together, like just jetpacking through the water. From side to side, and then it costs you a heart, but then you have to get hit by the giant cloud of piranhas and then whip, and it'll kill all of them.
Okay.
And then you can use your sticky bombs or your shotgun or whatever on Old Bitey, and you don't have to worry about the piranhas. That's how I did it. It's really hard, but you can do it. So
Yeah, I plan on killing. Do you get anything for killing him?
he drops a golden skull, or if you're on a Dead or Restless level, he drops a crystal skull. And but you unlock new like multiplayer arenas or something.
Oh, okay.
I didn't look at what got unlocked, but it said new multiplayer arenas unlocked when I beat him. So
Cool. Yeah, he's a tough motherfucker.
you don't get anything cool like the Chris knife or anything. So
Yeah. But there's a bunch of treasure down there, so that's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, but yeah, I've beaten Spelunky. I've been playing it still after that. I'd like to get to hell again sometime, but I'm just very
It's-
satisfied.
it's tough. You got to learn how to ghost mine to do it reliably,
No, fuck that.
or kill shopkeepers.
I will never do either of those things.
Why not? Killing shopkeepers is so fun.
I don't think so. It's too much stress.
You gotta
Like,
learn
I'm
the
never
the
doing-
strats.
I know the strats. I just don't care. I'm never gonna turn that game into a score chase. I don't care about scores. That game is about adventuring for me, and I have tons of fun adventuring in it and going to.
But what
levels.
about that Speed Lunky achievement, man?
I don't care. I like Speed Lunky is the only one that I will probably attempt at some point. But
You gotta platinum the game, man.
there's no platinum trophy for that game. If there was, then I would care. But there isn't, and I just.
But that
don't care.
100%, man.
Do you don't do the daily challenges, Alex?
I do them sometimes. I'm not like big into them. I
They're
actually
so fun.
after I beat the Spelunky, after I got through Hell, I went and did the daily challenge, and I got the Olmec, and I died there, which I thought
Yeah.
was cool.
Like Patrick Klevick just died to a spider in a pot.
That happens to me sometimes.
Yeah, the daily challenges are fun. I feel like the seeds for the daily challenges are more bountiful than normal seeds. because
agree.
like I always manage to find like a bomb box in a box or like a shotgun just like reliably on a daily challenge in one of the first 3 levels. So
I like that if you pay attention to them, sometimes you'll notice like what the goal of one is. Like one time, there was no bombs. Like they didn't give you any bombs throughout the entire daily challenge, except for once where they'll give you a bomb box, and that was the one that I did. I thought that was interesting. If they did stuff like that more often, I'd probably play them more often. But yeah, that's what I've been playing. I beat a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm super happy with it. Yeah, there's a video of me beating Spelunky. It's on our YouTube channel, so check it out.
it's terrible quality, but it's all right.
Yeah, I wasn't using any microphone for that.
Yeah,
and I
and
was
there's
listening
just
to
podcast going on at the beginning.
I was listening to Podcast Beyond for the beginning, which tells you my faith in myself to beat
It's
it.
like the shittiest audio quality and a podcast.
It doesn't sound. It's not the shittiest audio
It's
quality.
almost the shittiest, but
No,
not
it's
the
not.
shittiest.
I sound fine, but you can hear my computer fan.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's basically like listening to Tonio's audio track. So
exactly
on this
shittiest audio
podcast.
quality.
Yeah, that's the shittiest audio quality.
Yeah.
Evan, what about you? What have you been playing?
Just some Battlefield.
Battlefield 4 on PS4.
The shit
Yep.
sucks. So broken.
Not that broken, Tony.
It's pretty broken. It's not that broken. It's pretty broken.
The only thing that isn't broken is flying jets. It's the only thing, because that's cool. As long as you're in a jet in Battlefield 4, that game's alright. But every other time, it's broken.
I heard actually, at least on the Xbox One, that is kind of like workable now. So I don't know. How about the PS4?
Yeah, most of their fixes have been implemented, but
it crashes significantly less now. But the glitches in that game are still ridiculous.
there's also the dumb thing about the PC version, which is that it fucking runs out of a web browser.
It launches out of a web
Yeah,
browser.
it's stupid.
Yeah, well, that's not going to change.
Yes, I don't like it at all.
Anything else, Evan? Sorry.
No, that's
Tweets
it.
are happening. Scotty, what about you?
Let's see. The big thing worth mentioning is I played and beat Devil May Cry.
Awesome!
Right. Game is
I
really
remember
good.
Scott told me about that, and then it was like, "Hey Scott, you want to do something?" He's like, "No, I'm downloading DMC." I was like, "Why? That game is shit."
Fuck you, Tony. Again, everyone on our Game of the Year show has horrible taste in games. So,
Except Joe, apparently. He's going to give us his tonight.
yeah, Joe's like, I'm going to...
Joe's been
You're
taking
well.
notes so he can give the perfect top 10 that doesn't offend anyone.
Yeah. If he can do that, he's a master. Master among masters.
Think on that list, what would win on the list that doesn't offend anyone?
Probably Zelda. That's
I don't know.
the biggest of all compromises. Greg will get offended by it no matter what.
Then GTA 5 wins. There you go.
No, Joe does not like that game. So,
Yeah.
what do you think? You said it's pretty good, Scott. What do you think of it?
I know what the hardcore fans are complaining about, the ones that are.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not so much as looks. It's basically, in the other games, when you got a high score, it's because you tried really hard and you were doing really well. You were racking up the points like you should. However, in this game, it's really just really, really, really easy to just blow through with just double S's. And then triple S's apparently are still easy to get. Haven't gotten one, but then again, I think it's if you just complete the level, if you fully complete a level, you get a triple S.
Yeah,
Damn.
As far as it being easier, I think it controls better. Having played bits and pieces of the other games when Greg was playing it at the one other thing.
I like it.
I like it too.
I'm glad you like it. I'm glad that you actually decided to play it. It is easier. I think that was one of the big things why I got.
But
so much
I
into it.
don't think it's because like the game itself is easier. I think it's because your character feels better.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And yeah, that stuff. Because your character controls better, the game then becomes easier.
Yeah. And those harder difficulty modes, like the one where you can't take any damage, that's fucking crazy. So there's still crazy shit in that game if you want to play it.
And then they also have each difficulty increase changes the AI instead of just scaling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it changes what enemies are on a lot of levels as well. So so you've beaten it, you finished it.
Yep.
What'd you think of the ending?
Good. Really good.
Yeah, I hope they make another one.
Yeah, that part where he dies is the best part.
Jesus Christ, why are you trolling everyone today, Tony? The fuck's
I don't
wrong?
think it's not everyone. I like Evan today.
Yeah.
He's just salty that I'm not going to play Rust with him quite yet.
Yeah.
Not quite yet.
It's okay.
You can play Rust with Greg, Tony.
Dude, I will.
He's been.
What else?
No, I haven't played with Greg yet. I didn't even know
okay.
he had played it until like an hour ago.
Let's see, what else? Anything of note? No. I'm probably going to end up picking up the Mario Luigi Dream Team.
And
Yeah.
Rust.
Not yet.
You'll like it.
You would
You
like
should-
Rust, Scott.
you should
And
get
it's
I
Fire
probably
Emblem.
would.
You should get Fire Emblem before you get Mario and Luigi though. I'll say.
Or Rogue Legacy.
Or Rogue Legacy. That's
Yeah.
a
Rogue
game
Legacy,
to
good
play.
game.
All right, Nobshin, video games.
Video games. God, what have I been playing?
There's a list here.
Well, we got a list of your things.
Well,
The Persona 4
yeah,
weather
I
app.
have to scroll up because somebody has to put in the title because nobody else does it. So excuse me.
Because everyone else forgets.
I don't forget. I just don't care. I read them. That's enough.
I hate you. So stuff I've been playing. I've been playing the Channel 4 weather app.
yeah,
I've been all over that
me
like
too.
every day.
me too.
I want it on my phone, but it's only on iPhone.
It's weirdly addictive.
Yeah, it kind of is. Like I wake up in the morning, I see who greets me. I see what weird things they have to say. I have to see them say it's like 2 degrees outside, and I have to tweet out saying like, "Hey, it's 2 degrees." What the fuck?
Yeah,
Thanks.
what the
Thank you.
fuck's up with 3-degree weather in Maryland? This is
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
See, one day in Persona 4 weather app, it's going to be you that greets you in the morning. It's going to be like, hey, me, it's this weather. And it's going to be really fucked up, and you're going to be upset.
That'll never happen. Rise is
You
almost
as in
always
you, or
there.
you as in you.
You as in YU, you Narukami.
Okay.
Rise is almost always the one who greets me. that
I
app
had
knows what I
Chie a lot
like.
at the beginning, and then she slowed down. But then when I saw Naoto for the first time, she says like, "Oh, you saw me in a school uniform. What would Chie say about this?" I'm like, "Wow, you know that I like Chie. That's really weird." So I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that thing is interesting. I'm on it like every day. So it's cool.
Yeah, it's a goofy little thing. It plays really good music, so.
Yeah. Plays the soundtrack, Persona 3 and Persona 4. So yeah,
It plays-
I dig it a lot.
It plays some of the anime music too, on occasion.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah, it's good.
Meet a lot of characters I don't know either. I'm guessing they're from Persona 3.
Yeah. There are a lot of. You can go into the settings and say, "Hey, I just want to see the investigative team," or "Hey, I just want to see Persona 4 characters." Blah blah blah. So.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh, that's interesting.
I only ever want to see Chie ever. Or Teddy.
You can set it to all girls or all guys.
Whatever,
for the
man,
investigation
kanji.
Team. Yeah, dude, it's all about kanji.
But yeah, that's really interesting. Anyone who has an iPhone should get that. It's really cool.
If you
Other
don't
than
have
that,
an iPhone, you're fucked.
Other than that, I finally got my hands on the Stanley Parable. I enjoyed the game for what I played with it. Like the first time I played it, I couldn't really get a good grasp over it. This was before Game of the Year, by the way, when I played this. I couldn't get a really good grasp of it because, Tony was there just watching me the entire time, so I felt a little bit intimidated. So I was
That's
like,
not true. I went and I made dinner.
no, but it's like you
For,
put
like-
something in front of me. You put something in front of me, and then it's like, play it. I'm like, okay, and it's like, Okay, I guess I get it. So I couldn't really enjoy it to the fullest, and then eventually, when I asked them could I play it again, then like yeah, I'll play it. I enjoyed it to the fullest, and Tony was there watching me play it. Then I feel like, oh yeah, they totally watched me play it. This is great. It's fun. I'm enjoying myself. So yeah, I enjoyed this thing. It's great.
Would you say it's the second best game of 2013?
No, I'd say the last one's the second best game of 2013, but that's.
I would agree with you. I would tend to agree. What else you play?
Did he? Tony got the go. Never mind. I'm looking at his camera. Other than that, I played some Mass Effect 3. Because I'm guessing your sister-in-law or
No,
or
my
soon-to-be
brother's
sister-in-law?
girlfriend.
Okay, so Leah, your brother's
Yes.
girlfriend. Like I actually got a hold of her on Twitter, not on Twitter, but on
Steam,
on
right?
Steam. Yeah, like she was at the end of Mass Effect 2, and we just talked about that for a good, like I guess 2 hours straight.
Yeah.
It was like, and I was like jonesing, and I was like, oh, Mass Effect, and I just need to play a little bit more Mass Effect 3. And
Yeah,
I
same
really
thing with me.
did
Yeah.
that. So yeah, that was a great conversation. Like, oh god, I love that series so much. I'm thinking about replaying it all over again, but I have
God,
to replay
stop,
it.
Namashi. Just stop.
I'll stop playing Mass Effect. I'll stop playing Spelunky. How about that? There's the deal.
Oh, well, fuck, then it will never happen.
Okay. Then.
I'm all for. I'm fully supporting your addiction to Mass Effect. So.
All right, and I'll tolerate your addiction to Spelunky.
Hey, fuck you, man. That's all I have.
Speaking of Spelunky, like I've been saying, fuck you. Speaking of Spelunky, I don't know, man. It's like I just been seeing like that just everywhere. Like this past week, Tony's been playing it. Like he had like anytime a lot of time playing Persona, he's playing Spelunky. So I hear that music like constantly. I'm watching Alex stream it. I'm watching Patrick Klepek stream it. I'm watching Scott stream it. So like it's just like this really entertaining thing that I just like
Scott's
to
out.
watch now.
For reference.
Yes, from GamersOnlyOrder.com. So yeah, you should check that out.
Yeah.
Which by the way, he just beat the Daily Challenge from Hell and Back.
I know. I saw in his tweet. Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
That's his third time to hell.
so good. Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, it's like it's just a super entertaining thing for me to watch now. It's just I had like almost zero intention of playing it. I don't know. Like I played a little bit of it on the Vita, but you know, I'm still just okay in the game. Obviously, there's something that you keep playing until you're not really good, but you like figure out the mechanics of it, and like you'll eventually get through it. I guess you could say. Not really good at it, but you can like get past stuff and learn stuff. Like I know a lot of stuff about the game now just from the streams and the Tony listening to you. But the game's still not really clicking with me, but it's clicking for me as far as watching it, but it's not really clicking for me as far as playing it, if that makes sense.
No, I understand. It's like there's some static going on in someone's mic.
The hell
I don't
just
know.
happened?
I have no idea.
I think it's yours.
It is Scott.
Is it me? I didn't do anything.
I didn't hear any static.
As soon as Scott said something, it stopped.
All right. It's
Whatever,
kind of like
it's fine.
the
It's back.
the Dota 2 thing, Nabshin. Like I think that's the comparison. It's like that is a really, really intense game, and people like to watch it. I like to watch it.
Yeah.
And I
It's like-
kind of get it. Not entirely, but I kind of get it, and it's really entertaining to watch, but I don't think I'd ever really get into playing it. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You'd have fun derping around.
I would probably.
There are
I
a lot
just,
of champions to derp around with too. So
I would just have to. It would require a lot of time to get into it, which I would like to do.
Alex, I'd like to introduce you to your new plaything. It's called Pudge.
Yes, I'm familiar.
Scott's like, Alex would have fun with Pudge because you can grab your own teammates and pull them around.
Yeah.
So you could like Scott's about to kill someone. Fuck that! Scott's not killing that guy.
That sounds pretty OP.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's pretty
one
OP.
might say it's the most OP.
Yeah.
Maybe the third.
Maybe the third. Maybe. Cool.
Right behind
But
the
yeah,
cat suit.
But yeah, that's Spelunky. Speaking of cat suit, motherfucker, I've been playing Super Mario 3D World. Oh my god, that cat suit. Cause like I'm in the mushroom world now, I guess you would say, because I passed the Star Road, and now I'm in the mushroom world.
That's what
And
it's called.
yeah, sure. And now I got the cat bell cat suit, which is I guess so. It's like a Tanuki suit with a cat suit, and it's even more OP than it already is. So it's like that thing is just so overpowered.
You just
But
get
I
all
love
the
playing that.
coins.
Yeah, I love playing that game. That game is really fun.
That
It's
game
a
makes
fun
me
game.
smile so much.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good. But yeah, I'm still trucking all the way in that game, so it's all still good. Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 Plus, I re-downloaded it on my Vita because like I was disappointed earlier this year when I played it because it has like so many frame rate issues, and they said, and I just wanted to check. I checked online to see if like they patched it or anything like that, and apparently the fix, quote unquote, for it is just to like turn your camera speed all the way up, and then like your frame rate won't be that much of an issue, which totally kind of fixed it. So it's tolerable to play now. So I just played the beginning part of it. So it's still not as good as Sigma 1, because that one's been actually optimized for the Vita, and this one's just like a straight up port from like the PS3 version onto that. So it's not as good as the first one, but it's still pretty decent though. So I'll go back to it eventually. Been playing a lot of The Wonderful 101 lately. I actually finished well, a lot. But I'm saying like I replayed where I played from earlier this year because I haven't played it in a while. Got better ranks for those and stuff like that. Got a better grasp of the combat too, and now it's finally clicking with me because like the game isn't the best at explaining how to play the game through certain points. Like they tell you how to play it, but you kind of don't really understand it at first. And now it's finally clicking with me, so now I'm really just like going through the enemies. I know how to like actually like block attacks now at a decent rate. So like I know how like not get hit through like an entire section while instead of like getting hit for like in every time I see a new enemy or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the game's really clicking with me right now. And I wish I played it more because oh my god, it's super fun. It's really really fun. I just finished my first boss fight and like it just gets platinum crazy at that boss fight, and it's really great. Like if I played it more, I'm pretty sure it would broke my top 10 if I actually gave it more of a chance. But yeah, I've been plugging away on that. I'm still enjoying it, and I'll be talking more about that in the coming weeks. And finally,
Good.
I beat this guy at E2. I beat that final boss, and I'm so happy.
Yeah, you
You
did.
finally
Yeah.
beat it.
Yeah,
Now write a review.
I've been writing. I'm like halfway through it, actually. But yeah, I love that game. That game's great.
Awesome.
I got like, everybody to level 100, and I fucking wailed on that final boss. It was so satisfying when I beat him. It was
How many
great.
tries did it take?
Maybe 10 tries. Because like when I first went against him, like the final boss was like level, I think like 78, and I was probably around level 70 at the time. So, I got up to like level 100 this like yesterday, and I finally went against him, and I took him out, and I was happy. So
Good
there you
stuff.
go. But yeah, I love that game. That game is great. Totally worth all the time I put into it. I put like 40 hours into that game, so it's pretty great. I loved it.
Awesome.
But that's everything from me.
All right, Tony, round us out.
I played some video games.
I hear. I'm looking at this list.
First and foremost, I played League of Legends. That game's pretty good, guys, in case you were wondering.
Moving on.
All right. Anyway, I played. I guess I can't really say I played this game, but I watched a lot of Persona 4 Golden this week.
The
So
lady's still playing through it, trucking along.
yeah, she's almost at the end, so it's good. She's put 40 hours into the game, and I don't think she's ever played a game for more than like 4 hours before. So
That game is really good.
it's a real good game.
I think pretty much anybody could derive enjoyment from that game, even if
Even
you don't
Evan
even
Wall.
like games.
He might even
Evan
like it.
Wall.
No,
Even
I
the
heard my name.
Wars.
Do you need me for something?
No, go back to sleep.
No,
It's
you're
fine.
good. Go back to playing Battlefield 4.
I'm not
Anyway,
playing
so
Battlefield 4, Tony.
Hey,
okay,
he's
fine,
playing-
Minecraft.
He's playing Minecraft.
No, I'm playing the game of trying to stay awake.
Okay, Jack and Daxter.
Boo.
Anyway, also I played a bit of Tearaway while I had a chance.
What do you think? Of it?
It's good. It uses all of the Vita, which I thought was cool because in my limited experience with a Vita, I've never used the camera. I've never used the back screen before. So it's cool, but like I don't care about killing enemies with touching the back screen anymore.
Understandable.
Yeah, like it got really old really quick. And I guess like if I play more of that game, I'm just gonna be hoping for it to improve on, or like have less combat, because I just find it's just a big drag. Other than that, though,
Hey, they tried. They tried.
Yeah, I mean, like it does what it wants to do really cool. I like being the sun, but I don't know if I'm going to get back into that game because of having to deal with the silly combat, and it got like boring for me. And the biggest problem with it is that whenever I'm like playing Tearaway, I'm constantly thinking, all right, I could be playing Spelunky right now. So
Well, that's a problem.
And it outweighs my wanting to play Tearaway.
Tearaway is like, it's like escapism for me. When I was playing it, I was escaping to this world where I was a character in it, which I thought was cool. And I was something else somewhere else, and it was fun to have like this weird like reverence from all these little things, and the moment to moment just silliness and happiness and pure joy that game gives you, like finding the pumpkin for the scarecrow head, and then having to record a roar for it to have like some kind of scream.
Did you actually do a roar?
Yeah, I did. And
Okay. I thought you might have said something.
No, she was probably like, roar. And then
No, I
the rest of
did
the
an
game,
actual roar. I did an actual roar, and it sounded really cool.
yeah, it does. They do like a little effect on it, and it sounds really cool.
That's cool. I haven't gotten that far. I got far enough. Like I'm like 20 minutes past when they first teach you how to like change your face.
Okay.
And I spent a good deal of time messing with my face. So
yeah, I just.
How did you do this, Alex?
I just I gave him a little wheat sticking out of his mouth, and I gave him a bow tie, and that was it.
I said the snowflakes. Did you do the snowflakes?
Oh, the snowflakes! I made them pink at first, and
I made mine yellow.
And I cut 2 triangles, and I put them
Don't
over
eat the
top
yellow
of each
snow,
other.
Patrick.
Don't eat the yellow snow. And it was really cool. It's just like this whole sky then fills up with the shape that you made.
Yeah,
that was cool. It's stuff like that.
And reference up.
You're fine, Scott. I thought it was funny. And the whole making the snowflakes, making the little squirrel's crown. I love those.
Putting the face pig or whatever.
Yeah.
I made her so pretty.
Yeah.
She's so cute.
Yeah, my pig was pretty adorbs. And then I rode that pig down a hill. And it was,
I love that pig riding song.
That pig riding song's so good. It's just like the music and the way that game looks had me escaping into that world.
I will say I really liked the look of that game.
Yeah, and maybe the game, like I recognize that the game, it doesn't play that well. Like the platforming's not very good. And like half the time the touchscreen, like the front touchscreen, and even the back touchscreen stuff just didn't work for me. Like I would touch it and nothing would happen. I would move it around and nothing would happen, or I would be poking my finger on the back touch and nothing would happen.
And yeah, I get a lot of that too. Trying to kill people, I like tap on them and nothing happens, and then like sometimes it happens, so you have to like kind of move your finger around to try and get it to kill where the enemies are. So you spend way too much time trying to do it.
Yeah.
But,
so I recognize it is probably not that very. It's not very good. Like there's a lot of weird mechanical issues, but it is it fills me with joy, and I commend it for that. So. Yeah,
it's a good game. I want to play more. I just don't know when I'm going to be able to. So, there's that. I played a lot of Spelunky. We've talked a lot about Spelunky.
That game's really
the one
good.
thing I will add to the conversation on Spelunky is that in the past 2 weeks, I've played probably around 100 hours of Spelunky, which is nuts, but it's fucking true.
Yeah, no.
And that music is still not dull.
Yeah, no, that music.
I still like hearing it.
The
Would
music's
you
good.
still pick? Would you still pick Fez over Spelunky any day? As quoted from you from the Game of the Year show 2 years ago.
I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I would have had to be in my mind back then, and I am no longer in that mind. So anyway,
was robbed.
Fez is just the better game, guys. Come on.
I hate you.
And so other than that, let's see what I talked about.
I could see it at either 1 or 2, nothing else. Oh, okay. Good thing you're compromising, Tony.
Yeah. Number 1 or nothing. So there you go. I think Fez should have been Game of the Year, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, I played a lot of Rust as well. That game's fun. It's cheap, dirty fun.
I don't believe you.
There's not a lot. Alex, you like this game. You would like it.
I don't believe you.
Like if you, me, and Scott were playing this game, and Greg got in it too. Like once you find each other, because that's kind of a bitch. But once you find each other, it's good time. It's time and a half.
Yeah.
It's like Minecraft plus Daisy, but less Minecraft.
That's exactly how I describe it, having not played it to someone. To
Yep.
Greg, actually, and he said,
That's-
"Oh no, it doesn't seem very Daisy-like."
It's more Daisy-like than it is Minecraft-like.
That's what I told him.
Yeah, the game's real fucking fun. The
Just
best
dong
part,
out.
yeah, it's good. You do start real naked, and I don't know. I had a really good time playing it with a couple friends, and still am enjoying playing it. I think the best part is that at any point you could just be fucking destroyed by someone, so you have to be constantly on guard. So like when I'm playing with my friends, like if I ever hear a gunshot, I'm like, hey, who the fuck just shot a gun? And then if none of them say anything, I'm like, well, fuck, everyone come back here because now we have to defend our base. Or if one of them shoots, like say, oh, it was me, and then I'm like, fuck you, and then I kill them. Sometimes happens because we all spawn in our base anyway.
The idea
he's
that
just
when
dying.
you are not playing, your body is just is there, and somebody
Well-
can come kill you and take all your stuff. That is like the opposite of fun to me. That sounds awful.
That is only on some servers. Some servers have sleepers on, which is when you're like gone, your body is sleeping. Most servers don't because that mechanic's kind of broken right now in the current state of the beta because they're like the tech tree is not advanced enough for you to be able to make yourself not like you'd have to like go some obscure location and hide yourself. But to like have it be secure, the current problem with the bases in that game is like one explosive charge can destroy any wooden wall, and then like 6 explosive charges can destroy any metal wall. So no matter how big your complex is, the doors technically don't matter. It's how you maze yourself in there. So, and then if you use wooden doors, any like a new spawn with their hand rock can just break down the door if they hit it 156 times. So,
You would know that, Tony.
yes, because I've broken down doors with a hand rock before. It's a lot of fun. Like the game, it's kind of boring if you're playing by yourself unless you're doing it on a server with like 200 people, so there's like targets for you. But when you get with your friends and you start like trying to survive together, that's when the game like starts to really grab onto you. I played it when I first got it for a couple hours by myself, and I got really bored with it, and I was kind of regretting like my decision to play the game in its early state. And then I got a couple friends to play with me, and since then I've like loved every second of playing that game. So I think the best part about it is that like the game's really raw right now, but they're gonna add more shit and it's gonna get better. It'll probably get worse at times, but I'm okay with having spent the money on the game. So
Yeah. Like, it just doesn't seem like something that's up my alley.
I think you'd like it if we played together.
Maybe I could have a good time.
The
He'd
irrational
kill you all
Rust.
day, Alex.
I would
Don't
no,
lie to yourself.
it's not true.
You'd kill me at least twice.
Typically friendly in that game. Like I will not kill someone unless they like come up to me with a gun out. But if you come up to me with a gun out, you're about to get shotgun to the face. So
Yeah.
because
well,
like the problem is like the game it needs to like show when people have weapons in their inventory, because anyone could just run around with no armor on and then pull out like a shotgun and shoot you once you think that they're new, which is a good tactic. I've done it before, but it needs like stuff against that if they want players to not just instantly kill each other no matter what. So the game's good. Scott particularly would love the shit out of this game.
Probably.
Everything about it Scott would love. So
I'm just gonna wait.
listening.
I'm just gonna wait.
all right.
I think Scott's got the right idea here.
I mean, I originally was gonna wait, and then I was bored. So that's exactly what happened. I was like, I'm gonna wait. I told Scott that. I was like, Scott, I think we should just wait on this game. And then I got real bored, so I got it.
You just say that.
So other than that, last thing on my list, I played some Risk of Rain. I beat that game.
Cool.
Yeah, the game's
That's
a lot
game
of
I'm
fun.
interested in.
It's really fun. You'd enjoy it. You basically go around and shoot a bunch of shit, and the longer that you take to beat the game, the harder it gets.
Yep. Which is cool.
Yeah, and I don't know. There's not really much to say about the game other than it's a good game and I beat it.
It's an action platformer. Go play
It
it.
was an action platformer game, shooter.
Shooter platformer, shooter game video.
Yep. Evan Wall would like this game.
I don't think so.
You'd like it, Evan.
It's just like Resogun. Not really.
It's like Resogun, but way better.
Not at all.
It needs more voxels.
It's like Resogun, except not the same kind of game at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Oh.
That's my games.
Cool. It's got that loot aspect to it.
It does have that loot aspect.
You didn't talk about
You
Mario.
fill up the fucking bottom of that screen. Oh yeah, I played almost the entirety of the main game of Super Mario 3D World. I just haven't had a chance to get back with Knob Machine and finish it. I did that all in one afternoon. I was like super into it, like getting through all the stuff. Then Knob Machine came home from work. I was like, "Hi, Knob Machine, I'm in your room," and he was like, "Okay."
I'm in your worm? What were you going to say?
Room. I'm in your room.
All right.
And then he was like, okay. And then he ended up joining me. And the cat suit's OP as fuck.
Now he's got that pro
and,
controller.
Yeah. He has an analog stick. I bet that's why he got it, so he could play Super Mario 3D World with me. It's the only reason.
Only reason.
It's all about you, Tony.
Yep, always.
All right. Well, then that's all for video games. We're going to take a break. We got a fuck ton of news that happened on the other
Did
side.
we... Scott go?
No, I went.
Scott, you talked about DMC.
I talked about DMC, and then that's about it.
Yeah.
I'm about to
Okay.
get into Metro, but yeah.
Awesome. I'd like to hear more about that.
But yeah, apparently that should have won best graphics of the year. But,
Yeah, Will said that. Apparently that game looks really hot on a high-end system.
yeah,
A lot of games
he
look
was
really hot on
playing
a
it.
high-end
The only
system.
problem with it is I didn't have my glasses at the time, and then it was also dark. The game is pretty dark.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, we will. Then we'll take a break. We're going to talk about news and Steam machines and PlayStations and Xbones on the other side. So we'll be back in just a little bit, guys.
Okay.
Choo, choo, choo.
I'm gonna get some water.
Can I
And then-
like go make some food, or I don't have enough time for that?
I'd rather
Go for
just
it.
get this done.
Scott says go for it.
I'd rather get this done as well.
All right. Well, then we'll start without you.
That would be the second time that this happened today. I was very angry at you earlier, Alex.
He's going to need water.
Yeah, I know. But it's alright.
Go make your food. He ain't gonna talk.
No, I had to like make it in the oven, so it's not gonna happen.
Okay. I got a microwave in here.
I have to use the,
I
they're
know.
so shitty when you make it in the
Are you making your
microwave.
world famous burgers?
No, pizza pockets.
Oh, I got those downstairs. Let me make some of those. Pizza rolls.
I'm gonna go get a snack too.
Oh, they're yours? Okay, I'm not making them then.
Oh, yeah,
I thought that my
mine.
mom bought them
I
and
didn't
put them
have-
out there, so. Alright.
Oh no, because I didn't have any room in my freezer in my
Okay.
refrigerator.
Is Scott here?
You've never
just
put anything
left
in
to
that
get
freezer
snack.
before, so I didn't know. Except for like the hot pockets. So I was really excited
Oh,
about it
I
all
would've-
day.
Oh, I would have been
It's
heated
okay.
about that too. I'm sorry.
It's okay. All right.
It works, Alex.
I'm just gonna get an air horn and like blow it in my microphone one time.
Don't. Ethan blew an air horn in my room while I was cleaning once. I freaked out on him.
Did you poop a little?
I almost pooped a little.
Sorry to
Just
hear
turtle
that.
head?
God, I want to play this game.
I was crowning.
Like a worm coming out of a hole?
Yep.
So you think I'd get in trouble if while we're recording the podcast, I was playing ESO?
Like a diglet going out the hole?
It was more like a Doug trio.
So you split it up in 3?
I would get you in trouble, Tony, because I would kick you off the call for not paying attention.
I always pay attention.
Bullshit.
Do you know how much attention I paid in the first segment? So much attention.
Enough.
Oh
Enough
man, the
attention.
launcher has mist on it now. It's cool.
It's all foggy and shit.
Yeah.
Let me pee. I'll be back in like 5 seconds.
Cool. Waiting for Scott, so. Cluck You is open till 1 tonight, I think.
What's a cluck you?
Cluck You Chicken?
What is that? Sounds like something from GTA 4.
It does sound like something from GTA 4. Freckle bitches! It's like a local chain chicken place. It's fucking so good.
I think I've been there with you once.
I am back.
Maybe. Alright, Nabashin's peeing, and then we're gonna start. So.
Is Alex back?
I'm back. Can you not hear me?
No, I just don't have the thing open. I have internet open.
Alright. I'm here. I'm talking.
Yeah, and I also didn't have my headphones on.
That'll do it.
Okay.
Alright. Let's do this. Hold on, let me check this. There's the locations. Northport. Oh, Florida? Sweet.
Location.
Open till Friday, 1 a.m. Awesome. Alrighty. Let's do this. News in gaming. Let's talk about some news, guys. What do you guys want to talk about first? Ton of good stuff in here.
Let's talk about all those fucking Steam machines.
Valve unveiled all of their third-party Steam machines, all 13 of them.
And they're all extremely expensive.
Yes.
Only
Guess
that
what?
many?
They're all priced as much as PCs, which is very expensive.
Well, it's almost basically a PC, isn't it?
They are PCs. One of them is $500, and it's apparently more powerful than a PS4, is what they're touting.
Not
So-
saying much.
Not saying much. A lot of to be determined prices. So I'll go through them here. We have the Alienware Steam machine. This is the one a lot of people are more excited about.
Because it's Alienware.
Because it's Alienware, and they're known for
Expensive
making.
as fuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be really expensive, and they're known for making high-end PCs. It's 8 by 8 inches, which is very, very small, and no word on the specs of it, but its price is to
It's
be.
got an alien head on it, so it's
It's-
all good.
It's got a little alien head on it, and it has a little Valve Steam symbol on it. And it's gonna be coming out in the second half of this year, and no price yet. But yeah, that's the one most people are talking about because Alienware makes pretty good stuff, if not extremely overpriced. But they still make good quality machinery. iBuyPower, yeah, iBuyPower SBX, which is $500 and up. There will be multiple models of it apparently, it's just saying available sometime this year. It has 2 gigs of AMD R9 270. I don't know what that means. No memory or storage options have been announced, but that's the GPU.
So I think the real question here is if anyone had the money to buy this, like if you have the money to buy any of these,
Yeah,
would
this
you
is
buy
the most
it? Or would you
affordable
just
one,
buy
apparently.
another C, or would you buy a PC?
I would buy a PC because I would use it for other things as well. Because I would use
I
it for
cannot
streaming.
justify spending $500 or more on a machine that runs Steam when my computer already does that.
Yeah. I would buy a PC because it's multifunction and it would be easier to upgrade than these things. Although a lot of these, like Digital Storm's Bolt 2 Steam machine is touting that you'll be able to open it up just like a PC and switch anything out easy as anything else. But it would make more sense like for me to make a PC, one, because I know how to use a PC, and two, because I would use it for other things than just Steam. I might put Steam OS on it.
And you won't have to use their controller.
And I won't have to use their controller, which I would rather use like a PS4 or 360 controller.
You got a problem with the touch joysticks?
I have not used it, so I have no problems with it quite yet, but I don't like the idea of it. Origin has one coming out this year, no price. Digital Storms, which is that I mentioned earlier, starting at $1,900 and up from there. Which
Who would
is
buy that? That's just stupid.
That's ridiculous. It's a very
Especially
powerful.
because it's called Storm.
Yeah, God, that's such a
Right?
dumb
Who
name.
cares about the fucking name Storm?
It's a high-end gaming rig, but still, it'll apparently be able to dual boot onto Windows and Mac OS if you want. Cyber Power's PC Steam machine for $500 and $700. They're apparently pretty powerful. They're coming out in the second half. The Spa Steam machine, which is a box. It's cute. Has 8 gigs of RAM, up to 8 gigs of RAM, and 1 terabyte of storage. Falcon Northwest Tiki, which starts at $1,800 to $6,000. Web Holland Steam machine, starting at $1,500 and up. Scan NC10 Steam machine, which is about the size of an external hard drive, and that starts at $1,000.
So I have a question.
Okay.
All these Steam machines just run Linux, right?
Apparently, they run the SteamOS version of Linux.
So does that mean they can't run stuff like Origin from EA and like Uplay from Ubisoft? Because pretty sure you can like get their stuff from their store. Maybe not Ubisoft, but definitely EA stuff. So you could play like Mass Effect 4 on your Steam machine.
I think Origin is Linux compatible, but I don't think many games on Origin are. That's a good question. Again, that's one of the big problems with SteamOS right now. Is it is Linux. Apparently, it'll be exceptionally easy to port games to SteamOS. That's Valve's goal. They want to encourage it in their ecosystem. But like, Valve doesn't give a shit about Origin. So as far as they're concerned, if you can't play Mass Effect 4 on the Steam machine, that doesn't matter. But that is the right question to be asking, though. Is this going to start getting support from Origin and EA? Because if a lot of PC gamers are switching over to SteamOS, which again we don't know if that'll happen yet, we don't know.
It would. I'm pretty sure the goal would be to try and swap consoles, not PCs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the Steam boxes at least, get people who buy consoles who have extra spending money to buy these instead of consoles, and then play things through Steam, through Valve service, so Valve can make that cut, make that money, make that wet green.
I hope
And
it's
you know,
not wet green.
Because despite EA having all these kind of issues last year or whatever, they're still like the biggest company as far as like having like the biggest games that comes out like in the gaming industry. So like it would be kind of a big deal to not have EA games on your Steam machine. So that's the more I ask for that.
Yeah, and that is the correct question to ask. I don't know. Like right now EA has no encouragement to port Origin to Linux because that would be technically helping their competitor. But like again, Origin is not competition really. So I don't know. We'll know when Steam OS is kind of like out there. But yeah, this is about what I expected. Is just a bunch of third-party Steam machines because it's basically them just selling other PCs. So there's not much of a cost for them. It's just different housing. What do you guys think about it? Any thoughts specifically?
I wouldn't buy
I
one.
won't see, unfortunately.
Not
Yeah,
too
so-
much. It's not like it's a terrible idea. I just don't think it's going to do well.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was listening to Podcast Beyond, and they had a guest on. I forgot his name because I'm bad with names. But he was saying like the reason Valve isn't talking about their Steam machine and isn't really putting that out there is that it makes sense for them to have third parties take the risk and have Valve just pay them a little bit of money to put the Steam OS on it, and that way the third party is taking the big financial risk, and Valve is basically just reaping from that because then more people have Steam, assuming these things sell, and if they don't sell, then it's no loss for them. Yeah, the whole point is just getting Steam in more homes. People that don't have it already to get it. So people will be using
But with
that.
prices like that, dang.
Yeah, these are expensive gaming rigs. It would be cheaper.
I
in
thought
most
they
cases.
would have started at something like 300 and then gone up from there.
Yeah, that would make more sense. That would be a reason to buy a Steam machine. It's like this is really powerful and also really affordable. It's not the best, but it's cheap.
They're not gonna get any new people.
Well, yeah, like
with
it's like here's the
prices.
thing. It's a lot of the games that at least I would, take one of these things for, even though like I wouldn't really. They would be the lower end games, so wouldn't take much.
Yeah, that you would only be able to play on PC, right? Like the indie games.
Right.
That'd be a good reason for someone who already has a console to buy a Steam machine. They're like, well, I just want to play the weird PC exclusives that I'm never going to get on the console.
I feel like
And-
the weird PC exclusives probably won't be on Steam machine.
I feel like they will. Most indies are porting to Linux now. Like Rust, for example. Day one was available on macOS and Linux. So
Oh, snap.
there you go.
It's true.
And Valve will probably help them port to SteamOS because Valve knows that those are really popular on their service, so they'll do what they can to support it. It's crazy. Like I'm
And
really,
there's many people on Steam.
yeah, I'm really fascinated to see where this goes. I think we'll have a good idea of what SteamOS is going to do or how well it's going to do by the end of the year. But this is a very
Not very well if the prices keep up this way.
I think you might be right, Evan. And I hate saying that. No, I'm just kidding. But I think you're right. Very curious to see where this goes. We can talk about PlayStation Now. Not machine, you know what
Oh.
PlayStation Now is.
Yeah, it's a thing
talk
I'm
about
not going to
PlayStation
be interested in
now.
soon, but I'll be happy to talk about it. PlayStation Now is basically what Gaikai was. It's supposed to be symbolizing a backwards compatibility online system for old PlayStation games, PS1, PS2, and PS3 games, or your PS4, or any Sony product for now, for that matter. Because what they're trying to do basically is bring the PlayStation ecosystem to the cloud, basically, so you can get it from anything that I guess you could say Sony branded thing that so you can play it from your TV, your Vita, or tablet or smartphone. You'd be able to play The Last of Us on a tablet, which would be dumb, but you could do that. So
If you really wanted to.
Yeah.
yeah, it's supposed to be like symbolizing a rental service. And for games that they had there was like The Last of Us, Beyond Two Souls, and God of War Ascension. All they would play on your on the Vita, and apparently runs like super well. So yeah, it seems like a service that that's going to be it's supposed to be a subscription service as well, which is supposed to be separated. It seems like it's going to be separated from PlayStation Plus, so it might
That's
be like maybe like
stupid.
probably another $10, like a month probably. It's going to be kind of like a Netflix type of thing where you just like I think it's what they're, because they haven't read out too many details, but it seems like what they're going to do is like it'll be a subscription service, so like they'll have like a whole list of games out there. You just pick whatever one and play as much as you want for that, like that whole month that you're subscribed to it. Or I think the other method was like there'll be like a rental service, so you could like you like get like one of those games from the list, and like you just play that individual game, and just play it like that. So it seems like a cool idea, but this won't be a thing for me because I'm not dumb and I don't get rid of my old consoles like that. So that's just me.
Yeah, it's a very cool idea. The beta is starting this month. I think some people might already have access to it. And it's rolling out on the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation Vita, and I think the PlayStation 3 this summer. Or no, it's coming to Vita later, but it's coming to PlayStation 4 and 3 this summer. Yeah, they were very coy with the wording. They specifically said you could rent on a game-by-game basis, which I think means like you'll basically buy that game and you can play it anytime. Or you can pay overhead subscription fee, which they haven't said anything about, and have access to all of them in a streaming fashion, much like Netflix. At least that's the way they phrased it. It seems cool.
Yeah, probably the big thing about me is, and the reason I made that comment about like me having my old system and this won't be a thing for me, is because seeing how like stuff like how this like the PSP Go was supported, and like how much stuff is actually on that you could buy digitally on your PlayStation 3 right now, as far as like digital games that they even have. Like they're not gonna put out something like Heavenly Sword or something like that on this PlayStation Now service. I just don't see that. So if you want to play something like that, you'll probably still need a PS3. Like the only games that will probably be on there is like stuff like The Last of Us or the whole Uncharted series, but you probably won't get something like, I don't know, like Genji, like a launch game. You're not gonna get some dumb game like that on there. But like even if like maybe even like a game like Enslaved. Enslaved like is a decent game, but it's not that much of a game to be like projected on something like a PlayStation Now, something that's like supposed to be for mainstream people. So that's what I just feel like even if they do launch it, it won't really get supported to the extent that I would like it. I would say like for a PlayStation 2, like when they bring out PlayStation 2 support for it, they're not going to have stuff like Mr. Mosquito, I guess, because that's a game Alex always says. But like I couldn't predict something like that. So yeah.
Yeah, like knowing that is really like there's no way to know how they'll support this. Like, is it just going to be big games? Is it just going to be games that sold well or that reached a popular margin of the audience? Like, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Like, if I were to guess right now, I would say day one, every digital PS3 game, this is probably their goal, every digital PS3 game, every PS2 classic, and every PS1 classic will be available through this service. If I were to guess.
I would doubt that.
I would say that's an ambitious guess, but I would say that's what they want. By the summer, they want those digital games.
Do you think those games that you bought digitally, do you think you'll be able to whip it out and just play it right there from that Gaikai service?
No.
Exactly. I don't even think they're going like I said, it's a subscription service, so obviously that means if you have bought those games previously on your PS3, that means you're going to have to pay the subscription to even play that game on your PS4 or wherever else. So,
yeah, I mean, like, I want to have faith in them. They've done a lot of smart things, like the PS3 to PS4 upgrade stuff, and I want to have faith that they know what they're doing, and they do, and they've gotten a lot better. But
they had a whole year doing things smart. It's time for them to do something dumb. That's how I see it.
That's how you see it. I have more faith in them than that.
I think
kind of funny, but yeah,
I think it would not be on this one.
Okay, but
Because like
let me
go
Go ahead, Sven.
They've done some smart things, but then you have to remember they've also done some really dumb things.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's like, at this point, we're waiting for it. Could this be it? Could it be it? Might be it.
Yeah.
I'm being pessimistic just to be funny, but I'm just speaking like realistically. I feel like I said, it'll just be like the big AAA games, the stuff that will actually get something sold on there, not something that's actually going to be like something under the radar. I could barely see Bayonetta even being on there or something like that. That's just something I see them not really putting something on there, at least not day one. It'll probably be like a whole entire year before something like Bayonetta will be on there. But and like, would you even want to play a game like that, considering like latency issues and stuff like that? But I'm just speaking out loud. But like I said, I'm not as pessimistic as I'm making it sound. I hope they get it right. I hope they do good. They've been doing okay so far, but I don't know.
Well, here's the speculation for me. They have been so transparent with their Gaikai stuff to, the general audience, I say in quotes. Like, they talked about Gaikai when they announced the system. They talked about Gaikai when they had their E3 press conference. They talked about this streaming service that they want to implement, and that means a lot of people know about it. That might be the reason why some people bought their PS4s. It was something that was out there, that has been out there, that they've been talking about. One, I think it's impressive that they are ambitious enough to say, like, no, we're actually going to have it out this year, as opposed to what we all thought last year is like, this probably won't even be really out until 2015. And they are saying summer this year, and a beta is already starting this month. The third month of the PS4's life cycle.
Did you sign up for that, by the way?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's impressive. That they're already at least pushing out a beta. They're getting it in people's hands and they're testing it, and they've let people get hands on with it, and people have said it works surprisingly well.
I mean, and even looking at it, they're the only ones who's actually doing this, because apparently Microsoft's not doing anything like this. They said nothing about backwards compatibility for this system, and everybody wants Nintendo to do something like this, but obviously they're not going to do so. Them being the first one, and at least gets the ball rolling for something.
Yeah, and this might create trends in the industry with competition with Nintendo and Microsoft, which is exciting. And maybe they'll be more transparent about this. Maybe they'll actually do it right. I want to have faith that they will. I'm not necessarily saying that I think they will, but I'm just saying I think that they are approaching this from the right angle. They've been very good about stuff up to this point. You guys are right. It is time for them to fuck something up. And I think it's okay if they fuck this up a little bit. Like, it's not gonna be.
Even if they do put it out, I mean, it's not technically a fuck up. It's just something like, oh, we should have. It should be more than what you're giving us. That's all. Metered
expectations.
Yeah. Exactly.
So there you go. Oh no, it's interesting. It's going to start some interesting conversations, and I think that's really cool. I hope this works out. Call me an optimist, but I hope it works out.
I'll call you Optimus Prime.
Okay. Any other thoughts from anybody? Tony, do you have any thoughts on PlayStation Now?
No.
Curious to see what Greg thinks about it. Because again,
he won't like it because you have to pay a subscription for it.
That's right. Great. That's exactly what he'll think.
Yeah, but there's also a game-by-game rental fee, so that might sway him.
No, it won't. I know Greg.
I know Greg too. Jesus.
You don't know shit.
No, I thought that was Greg. Evolve has been announced. This is Game Informer's February cover. It is the one of the first next-gen only games to hit. That's hitting this fall. Being developed by the guys that made Left 4 Dead, which is a damn fine game. It seems cool. It's not much to talk about right now, since the issue of Game Informer isn't out yet. But it's a 4v1 competitive shooter, where it's a team of 4 players against 1 alien, also played by someone, I believe. Maybe not, but it's a very powerful alien that, as you fight it, gets stronger and stronger. And so the alien evolves as the match goes on, and that's pretty much all we know. We don't know, like, if this is, like, we're talking about expansive maps where the alien will have time to hide and send off lesser aliens, or how this progression for the alien works. But it seems super interesting and super ambitious, and it's coming from a team that knows how to do co-op. So I'm excited to see more of it. It has been announced that we will see more in the Game Informer February edition. This is what 2K bought from the THQ auction, and it is coming this fall. So there you go. Anybody have thoughts on it?
Not really. I haven't really seen much of it. I don't know. I don't really have any interest in it.
Yeah,
now.
it's a shooter. I mean, it's probably going to be a first-person shooter, but I really like the idea of it. Xbox One sales surpassed 3 million as of the end of December 31st, which is excellent. And PlayStation 4 sales surpassed 4.2 million as of December 28th, which is even more excellent.
Crazy.
That's fucking nuts. The PS4 sold better than the Wii U has in its first year, in its first 3 months. Or in its first 2 months. 6 weeks, actually. Technically 6 weeks. And that's fucking nuts. It hasn't even come out in Japan yet. And I'm not saying that that's going to be a huge bump for them, but it'll be something.
Not that much.
Yeah. That's kind of just nuts. That's like huge adoption rates, like right out the gate.
Yeah, but like, even though the PS4 is out, I'm happy I have a Wii U right now, so that's how I'm feeling about it right now. I got games to play.
There's nothing really to play on it. Hopefully by the end of the year, we'll be singing a different song, singing a different tune. I don't know what the expression is, but that's really cool. That means there is going to be mad adoption for some of those games, and the game adoption rate is like 2.3 per console, I think, because like over 9 million PS4 games have been sold. And that's awesome. So, really good numbers, and that's sold through on both accounts to consumers. The Division might have been delayed, but it's a rumor. I think that sucks. I told Greg about that, and he was not happy about that. That is something Greg is not happy about. And China lifted its ban on video game consoles for the first time in 10 years.
Isn't that like
14 years?
Did it just happen? Because I've been hearing this for like a while now.
They've been planning it. They revealed it in last October that they were going to lift the ban, but it happened on the 7th. Yep.
Okay. Did they ban Battlefield 4?
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, video game consoles can now be freely sold in China, which is one of the biggest video game markets in the world. It's one of the biggest markets in the world. And I think that's cool. 14 years since consoles have been freely sold in China, and I think it's cool that they've lifted that ban. Yeah,
Woohoo!
Yeah. Nintendo's market share already went up 5% in Tokyo as soon as this happened, so things are expected to sell well over there, I assume. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for news. Anybody else have any news?
Age.
Broken Age is coming out next week. That's the new releases.
Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance had a bug that made it so it couldn't work offline, but they fixed it, so it's not a problem anymore.
Cool.
King DDD is in Super Smash Brothers Brawl.
Oh, he is. That's right. I
Brawl.
did see that.
And
Super Smash Brothers
Super
unnamed
Smash.
title. Yeah.
Yes. And he looks like the most HD person of the group. I don't know why, but he looks so HD. I don't look like everybody else. I don't know why. He looks the
He's
most
got that
next-gen
fur,
Jack.
man. He does look good.
Does he have fur?
He's got the fur on
Does
the
penguin
coat.
have fur?
On the coat.
Okay. I'll
Penguins have
give you that.
feathers, I believe.
I think they just have
weird
skin.
looking feathers.
They might just have skin. I don't know.
Hold on.
I've never touched a penguin.
Do penguins have feathers?
God, I hope you get a Yahoo
It's
answer.
feathers. It's a.
And why are
penguin's
there?
weird.
No, this is from askville.amazon.com.
Shit.
Yeah, penguin feathers are short, overlapping, and densely packed. The outer part of the feather is waterproof, while the inner down section traps an insulating layer of air, keeping the penguin warm in the sometimes freezing water. Yes, they have feathers.
I was right.
All right. Good
It's
on
the
you.
first time for everything. Zelda was
Alien
also announced over
Isolation?
the holiday break,
That just got fact checked.
by the way. And Alien Isolation was announced. That game looks awesome. I want that game to be
Oh.
good.
It's so weird for them to put that out because like everybody's like, you just released an Aliens game and now everybody's like super cautious. So I don't know if it's going to sell. I don't know. It seems too soon just to put something out like that after what just happened last year.
Yeah, for those curious, it's you play Ridley Scott's daughter 30 years after the end of Aliens, I believe. So she's like grown up and she's on a ship. I'm not sure what ship, but it's just her by herself and you
The
have
Ishimura.
the Ishimura. You have no weapons and it's a survival horror
I guess
game.
that joke.
I got it. You don't count, Alex. I played Dead Space.
In Scott's basement.
It looks in Scott's basement. In his creepy basement.
And apparently there's only one alien in that game, so that seems interesting. So they're doing new stuff with it.
It's a actual survival horror game where it seems like you don't have any guns or weapons or anything, and you just gotta not die. That sounds awesome. That sounds like what an alien game should be, because that's what the end of Alien is like, and that has me more excited for this game than any other Alien game. But
And
probably
other than
suck.
some Persona news, there's nothing I can really find right now that's like in lower quality news that won't get out there that much.
yeah. Oh, it's a pretty good week for news. A lot of cool stuff happened. Way to kick off the year. I'm happy with everything.
2014!
24 guys. Let's do this. The year of irrational passions again.
Always the year of irrational passions.
Because when I'm at a New Year's party, I can't say that drunk enough.
Yep.
All right. You guys want to take another break?
Yes, please.
All right. We will take a short break, and we'll be back with new releases and a couple of emails, and then we'll throw it out.
That was a lot of news. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Scott just got filled in.
I missed like actually having news because last 2 episodes we did there were no news. You guys just want to roll right into it. Has anybody got a pee or anything?
I already peed.
Evan
I'm
really
fine.
wanted to take that break, so...
Yeah, Evan, you got a pee or something?
No, I'm just really tired.
All right.
Then why did you want to take a break? Wouldn't you just want to keep going?
I don't
I'm so
know.
confused.
Evan, whenever you're ready.
He's delirious.
Yeah.
All right, all right, where are we? It's going really slow.
hear the-
that's all.
the
It's
pep
just
in your
going-
step.
Yeah, Evan. I can tell how fucking excited you are.
It's just your
I said,
time.
hey.
Also, I can't view the doc for some reason.
Scott, I know you're talking over Evan, but this is how he starts this now.
Wait,
I said,
really?
hey, what's going on? No.
I didn't know that.
I had to switch it up this week.
All right, Evan. What's going
All right,
on?
this past week on PSN, we have for the PS4 we have Don't Starve for $15.
Free
PS3
if you're a
we
PlayStation
have-
Plus member.
Or
For the
if you're Tony
PS3
or
we
Scott.
have
Go ahead, Evan.
Time Reigns for $20. Twisted Land Shadowtown for $12. And for the Xbox, this past week on Xbox Game Store we have nothing. Yay.
Yay.
This past week on NintendoWare for the Wii U we have Gradius for $5. Kokoto Magic Circus 2. $3.
That sounds about right. And then for the 3DS we have Chibi Robo Photo
For the
Finder.
3DS, we have Chibi Robo Photo Finder for 10.
Oh yeah. You ever played that game?
Right.
I played like
No.
20 minutes of Chibi Robo. It was
I never
alright.
played Chibi Robo. It seems cool.
It's goofy. It's really cute. So, there you go.
And on PC, everything came out this week.
Next
So many
week's-
things.
Next week,
And,
Broken Age is coming out. Part 1.
Hey.
Sorry, Evan.
Retail release for the week of January 14th. Broken Age Part 1 for the PC.
I don't know if
Got
it's
it?
retail.
Is that
Goddess
no,
is
there
in
you go,
early
retail.
access now. So if you want to play that Molyneux game, you can.
Goddess is in early access. Yeah, that's been in early access for a while.
It is only just now on the new releases, but yeah.
Yeah, that was available in December. No need for picks and craps. There's barely anything here.
I
Although
agree.
I'm excited to play Broken Age. I'm going to get my copy soon. So
I really want to try out Don't Starve. I already got it for free from my
I have it.
PlayStation app
If you want to play it on PC, I have it.
with a controller
Yeah.
and
There you
get
go.
trophies.
Okay.
I haven't gotten a single trophy in the 30 minutes I played that game.
Well, you have to play it for 31.
I clearly just gotta go into it. All right, let's take a peek in the mail sack. I forgot how fucking relaxing this music is. It's gonna lull Evan to sleep. We have an email from our friend Mark Griffiths at the RP Genius on Twitter. Follow him; he's awesome. Hi guys, I did have a more in-depth list, but I don't know what I did with the file. So here are his top 10 games of 2013. He says honorable mentions are A Link Between Worlds, Battlefield 4 when it works. I played Battlefield 4 with Mark Griffiths. We kicked ass, and then it crashed.
It didn't crash.
It crashed. He says Rayman Legends is also an honorable mention.
That sounds like every Battlefield 4 story, though.
Yeah. Number 10 on his list is Tomb Raider. Number 9 is XCOM Enemy Within. 8 is Splinter Cell Conviction. 7 is Saints Row 4. Oh man, he got that on Nobishin and Tony's recommendation. So
Oh, yeah.
glad
You
it
good
made
deal,
it into
man.
I'm glad it made it into his top list. I saw him tweet at one point, Rowdy Roddy Piper, what the fuck is happening? Number 6 is Assassin's Creed 4. Number 5 is Ni no Kuni. Number 4 is GTA 5. Number 3, Fire Emblem Awakening. Number 2, The Last of Us. And number 1, Persona 4 Golden, which came out in the UK in 2013. And he says, Persona 4 Golden is not only my favorite game of 2013, but it is quite possibly my favorite game of all time. You are amongst friends.
Was Mark Griffith Yukiko Man?
What?
Was Mark Griffith of Yukiko Man? I believe he was.
I think so. Yeah.
Let us know, man. If you
yeah,
chose
let us
Chie,
know.
you're right. But if you chose anybody else, you're wrong.
That's
Fuck
not
you.
how that works.
Fuck you. So what we learned is Nobishin is
What?
always wrong.
Yep.
Um,
And if you chose more than one person, he will hate you forever.
yeah.
I hate Alana because of that. And I hate
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah, Tony's a
Partially.
cheater.
Whatever. As
You
long
gotta
as
stick
Yukiko
with your
doesn't
guns.
know I'm not wrong.
As long as Yukiko doesn't know. This is a good list, Mark. I like it a lot. A lot of good, different things on there. Splinter Cell Conviction. Did he mean Splinter Cell Conviction or Splinter Cell Blacklist? I wonder. Maybe he didn't get
Maybe
to.
conviction.
Maybe
I
he
mean,
didn't get to
there's-
Conviction till this year. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Let us know. But yeah, I like Ni no Kuni at number 5. It's a good game. Thank you. Feel free if you would like to send your list in to Irrational Passions. We would love to read it. We also have a voicemail. Let me see if I can pull that up from our good friend Silver PR, which I think was sent like a day after the last voicemail we had on. So the beginning is a little weird. Oh no, he sent a new one.
Wait, what?
He sent a new one. We're good.
Okay.
If you are here, happy belated, happy New Year, or whatever you guys say. Feliz Año Nuevo. From my parts. Anyway, guys, it's a new year. A lot of people are gonna be predicting a lot of shit. Everybody's
yeah,
gonna
we
think
have to do
it's
predictions.
Nostradamus or something. So, I don't know. Let's go with crazy predictions here. Like, let's say Half-Life 3, even though it's a cop-out. It's been like, what, 4 or 5 years of people saying that? Every says, this is the year. Never comes. But whatever.
So get it right one year.
New Legend of Zelda for the Wii U this time around, at least announced. God knows.
I'll say no way it's this
Or
year.
will EA make a 3-peat with the golden poop on the consumers, considering that they try to be good with us, but they fuck it up with The Sims and Battlefield 4. Yeah, all that shit. Oh well, it's a short one, so we just need to go over there and give some food to a dog called Sam. He's kind of angry, looking at me. I think he's gonna bite me. You know what I'm saying, right? Anyway,
I got it.
have a good one, and let's go for a good year, 2014, for Irrational Fashion. So,
Yeah!
bye-bye.
Thank you, Silver BR. Half-Life 3. This is the year, guys.
It was always this year, guys.
This is the year.
Always been 2014, because like
It's always
Half-Life
been
3, 2014. Come on, obviously.
Half-Life 4. There's a part in SteamWorld Dig. Basically, if you dig down, the second area is called the Old World, which is basically our world. And you'll go to a secret area, and in the back, in like the background, it shows a bunch of skeletons in front of little tents, and you see a store. It says Game Go, and it's got a picture of the Half-Life Lambda symbol with 3 on it, and there's a big sign that says 3X, and then there's a picture of a crowbar. And that was the funniest thing. And there's a bunch of skeletons outside, so the world ended right when Half-Life 3 came out.
Makes sense.
So I thought that was funny. It was cute. Thank you, Silver PR, for the voicemail. This is the year of Irrational Passions and Half-Life 3.
Quick thing, because we did our top 10s and you didn't really bring this up, but let's just go really fast with this most anticipated game of this year, because I don't really want to do predictions this year. That's kind of
All right. Most
let's really quick.
anticipated? Let's see. Skip me. You
It
go,
seems like it's
Madison.
coming out this year. Okay. Definitely Bayonetta 2. That's definitely one that I'm really looking forward to. I can't wait to play that. I don't know why, but I kind of want to play Mario Kart 8. I know I'm going to hate it after like a week, but I kind of want to play it for some reason.
It looks cool. The thing they're doing with level design where you can like drive on walls and stuff is cool.
Definitely Infamous Second Son. Metal Gear's not coming out this year, so I shouldn't say that.
The prequel prologue thing is.
I'm talking about actual game, not the demo.
Yeah, not the demo.
Persona 5's not coming out this year. I guess that'll be it for me then.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Persona 5 is. That's for sure. We're not gonna get it this year, but Japan is, and I'm excited. They haven't been known for delaying their games, so I think they're gonna hit winter. For me.
And of course, Kingdom Hearts 2.5. So.
Oh yeah, that's up there. Kingdom Hearts, Titanfall. It's gonna get me to buy an Xbox One, so I don't care that it's 6-on-6 multiplayer. Get over it.
Yeah, that's
babies.
a dumb thing. Ugh. Internet. Fuck off.
That game's probably gonna be really fun. And you guys are just judging it because it doesn't have 64 people in it, but whatever.
The game doesn't need to have 64 players in it for it to be awesome.
Yes, exactly.
But now it's just next gen. We have like 256 players on our mats.
That's stupid. Titanfall is going to be awesome, regardless of the fact that it's only 12 players per match. So, And it's not like there's only going to be 12 people on the field. They have the popcorn enemies.
It's all about scaling the map size.
Yeah. If it's still, to scale with the amount of people and the amount of AI that they're going to put on that field, and the Titans are still balanced and whatnot, and there's not too many Titans on the field, then it'll be fine. It'll still be fun. But yeah, I'm super excited about Titanfall. That game. That's yeah. I'm really excited. Like, I hope that turns me around on first-person shooters, just like a lot of other people. Infamous, obviously. It's the reason I bought a PS4 on day one, pretty much. Yeah, that looks really fun. I'm really pumped for Destiny. I hope that game's good. I hope I like it more. Like, I think that game's going to be alright, but I hope I get into it. And, I still really want to play Watch Dogs. Against all odds.
I know. I kind of soured on that game now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not really that. I'm not looking forward to it, but I don't know. It's like if it comes out, I'll play it, sure. And I don't know. Like all the hype I had for it is pretty much gone now.
Yeah, they kind of took the wind out of the wings with that one, but I'm still really looking forward to it. I'd say my most anticipated. I don't know. Smash Brothers is up there. I wouldn't say that's my most anticipated. I'm really excited for Smash Brothers.
That has to come out this year, right?
With the amount they've been hyping it up, it can't not.
I'm just saying, cause
that's like a September game, but yeah, it needs to come out this year.
Is it still? Was Brawl in the winter?
Brawl was March.
Or in the fall?
March 8th, 2008.
Brawl was way more hyped up than this one, though.
I don't know, man. Like, Brawl was hyped up for the people checking the website every day like me, but this one's gotten a lot of attention. Like, people are saying this has to save the Wii U. Plus, it's coming to 3DS, which is awesome. Yeah, I would say my most anticipated is probably Infamous. After I love Infamous 2, that's one of my favorite games. And with what I know about this game, I'm just super excited to play more superhero awesome action stuff. And it looks amazing, just fidelity wise. That's gonna be like my real first next gen game, I think. Scott, what about you? What are you looking forward to?
Honestly, I'm only really looking forward to Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. When do you think that's going to come out?
I have no idea. I want it to come out this year. It would make sense.
Well, not Kingdom Hearts 3 isn't coming out this year.
No way.
2.5
remix, I think.
They said 2015, which means there's no way in hell it's going to come out this year. It's probably going to come out in 2016.
Probably 2020, to be honest with you.
But I really want 2.5 to come out during the summer.
I don't care when it comes out. So long as it's this year.
If the translation is like any, it takes like about 3 to 6 months to do a complete translation. So I will say about around that time.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope it comes out before September.
Yeah, if it comes out in March, it'll come around about August or September, I would think.
Yeah, I hope it's before September. Waiting until September last year sucked. So I'm really excited to play that. I just want to play Birth by Sleep so bad. So Kingdom Hearts is what you're looking forward to, Scott?
That, Infamous, and that's about it.
Yeah, nothing really on next gen other than Infamous.
Yeah.
All right. Tony, what about you?
Oh wait.
Oh,
Dark Souls 2.
Dark Souls. Oh yeah, Dark Souls 2.
That's coming out.
I was about to drop that bomb
soon.
on you guys.
That's coming out soon.
I completely
and
forgot.
I want it right now.
That's like March 4th. Oh man, that's gonna be a rabbit hole.
Scott, you ruined it. I was about to say that. I was about to say I'm excited for that, and you guys are gonna be like, "Fuck, I forgot."
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Yep. So that's one of mine. I'm really excited for Dark Souls 2. If it comes out, Tales of Symphonia Chronicles.
Yeah, that's February.
Tales of Xillia too.
Oh yeah,
Does it-
Zillia 2.
Zillia 2, is that the next? Is that this year?
That's this year. This summer. Summer.
Yeah, Zillia 2. So Double Tails games.
Bonia comes out next month.
Yeah, February
Yeah.
24th, I think.
2 days after my birthday.
Yeah, it looks awesome. That's
Yep,
gonna be
and
great.
then, I'm really excited for Destiny.
Cool. We can play that
And,
together, Tony.
Yeah, we can get our Destinies all Spelunky
Combined.
2.
Yeah, I wish. Dude, I was
Miami
thinking.
2.
I was sitting there in my room just looking at Spelunky on my Vita. I was thinking, if they made a Spelunky 2, I would be
Oh, man.
so hard for that game.
That time you go to heaven.
Yeah, we would go to heaven instead. Be climbing up.
Yep, it'd be weird. Roast would be so good, bombs would suck.
It would be like the Divine Comedy. You would go to hell, and then you would break up through the stages of heaven.
Mm-hmm.
You are Dante. This is your Inferno.
Biden and Eisen Rebirth.
Yes, Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
Yeah,
Um,
I hope that comes out soon.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that game.
Mugenics.
Oh God, Eugenics is gonna be great.
It's gonna be so good.
I've never heard of that.
That's Team Meat's next game.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Ultra Street Fighter 4.
I'm curious to see what
I'll
that last character is. I'm gonna play it too.
Yeah, man. Gotta use that fight stick I got. Play
Mm-hmm.
my 360 or some shit.
You still have a 360.
Right? I know, I'm trading it in, probably.
Oh, Mark Griffiths says he's a Yukiko guy and he meant Blacklist.
Yeah, I saw that. Mm.
Persona 5, if maybe, that'd be cool.
That's not coming out here this
It's
year.
not gonna happen, but what if it did?
That's next summer for us. I think is a safe bet.
But what if it did?
And then I would shit myself.
Yeah, me too.
I'm curious to know what the whole deal with that game is, and hopefully I can get to next
Oh.
summer without having it ruined for me.
Speaking of Persona, the Persona Q and like Persona Suplex Hold, I'll definitely get that.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to those games.
Yeah, me too.
And a Persona dancing game, sure, why not?
Yeah, I want to buy it. Fuck it.
Yep.
I want to watch Risei dance. I want to dance with Risei.
It's
This
gonna
is
be
all I
chibi,
want.
Risei, and you're gonna hate it. Small boobs.
You guys are you're stupid, Tony.
You said it on me.
I know. That's
An
why I
option just
changed.
thought it. I just vocalized it. I'm kind of like halfway there on what's it called? Watch Dogs. I don't know if I'm gonna like that
Half
game.
mass.
But, yeah.
Halfway there.
Whoa, we're halfway there.
And my last thing is, well, now I forgot it because of the amazing music. I mentioned it briefly earlier. Hotline Miami 2.
Mhm.
So that's
Yeah.
that's all my things.
Cool. Evan, what about you? What are you looking forward to in 2014?
He's just
Nothing really.
Titanfall?
Not really.
Destiny?
Nope.
This is the year that
Battlefield
Evan
Bad
quits
Company
playing
3.
games.
Battlefield Bad
Battlefield
Company
Bad Company
3?
3, but that's never gonna happen.
That will never happen. You are correct. Alright. Well,
Whatever
there you go.
first-person shooter comes out later on this year. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Evolve.
whatever first person shooter is supposed to come out, except for Titanfall.
I'm looking forward to E3 and hearing how crazy that's going to be. Bunch of next-gen games announced and whatnot.
I can't wait till PAX. Come on.
Oh yeah, PAX is going to be fun. I hope it
Dude,
will.
Shovel Knight might come out this year too.
Shovel Knight's definitely coming out this year.
Yeah, it's
That
definitely.
game's gonna be
I've been
great.
talking to Waz, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's coming out this year."
Yeah. I'm confident in that game as well. That's going to be fun.
It will be fun. I can't wait.
I'm excited.
I
24
can't wait to see your not review of Broken Age. Not Broken Age.
I
Yeah,
think I
Broken
was
Age.
I was thinking about writing something about it that isn't a review, but just me talking about it and talking about the things that I've seen about that behind the scenes.
Cool.
Doing some kind of feature. Yeah, I'm excited to play that game. I've been hyped about it for a long time, and I'm ready for another old school adventure game. That's it for the show. We're gonna throw it out now. If you'd like to email us, just like Mark Griffiths did, you can send it to mailsack@irrationalpassions.com. That's MAIL sack@irrationalpassions.com. Send us your top 10s. We'd love to read them. You can follow each of us on Twitter. I'm at AlFighter27. Spells exactly how it sounds. Evan is at Sticker Glue.
Yay!
Scott is at What Te Chuz. Tony's at Tony Horvath, all one word, and Nabeshin is at Nabeshin186. That's Nabeshin 186. Greg's at Gregory Blaney, but he's too busy being angry at us to come on the show. You can leave us a voicemail just like Silver PR did.
It's not even the list. It's that song. I'm telling you.
Hey, what's going on?
Not that one. Not that one.
What song then, Scott?
12 Days of Irrational Passions or whatever.
So good. When I was
Greg
editing the
doesn't
show,
know
I forgot
shit.
that was in there. I was super excited to hear it again.
That was good.
That was wonderful. 404-590-1337.
It's like late.
Because it is.
Because it
Standard
doesn't
long
have to be
distance
late.
fees. It is. It is. Evan. It does.
Does it have to be?
Evan, you're the enabler.
Standard long distance fees apply, so keep that in mind.
I'm not going
we-
to stop Scott just
We
because you
live
asked me
stream
to.
over at twitch.tv/Irrational Passions. We're on hiatus. I'm going to order my equipment before the end of the month. But I did some.
Complete hiatus.
I did some
I mean,
PC
if you want me to
streams.
stream shit, I will.
You're welcome to.
I'll
Tony.
stream
Alright, I
something
will stream
from
shit.
straight from the PS4.
Okay, do that. Hopefully we'll have content up, but we'll get the good quality stuff. We'll get Gamer Dies back. We will get stuff back
Gamer
and
Die,
running.
Not that PS4 bullshit.
Yeah, not that fucking shitty PS4 bullshit.
It's actually not crap. It looks really good.
It's not bad. I just don't like it. That's just my personal thing. I'm not a fan. Our forums
Put on
are.
Ustream. Looks better than it.
Yeah, there you go. Before I get back to our forums, YouTube stuff, youtube.com/irrationalpassions. We have Wolf Among Us spoilercast up there if you want to watch it. Or not a Wolf Among Us. We have a Wolf Among Us spoilercast up there, but also a Walking Dead spoilercast.
What about
Season
Zillia
2, Episode 1.
Spoilercast?
Zillia spoilercast is coming. That'll be out this month. Our forums are back. Retroids is back. Retroids 3.0.
Hallelujah! And it looks amazing.
It looks really good. I like how it looks. It's
I
slick.
miss my history.
Yeah, I do miss my history. Get in that game completions thread, everybody. It's awesome. We're now available on Stitcher, Stitcher Radio, Stitcher Audio. It's a podcast service. It's an app and a website. Stitcher.com or StitcherAudio.com and Stitcher Audio app on iTunes and Android. So if you're looking for an alternative podcast app, Stitcher's pretty good. I've used it a few times.
Like our friends, H-Bomb and Friends,
Yeah.
and Cross Gaming, and whatever fucking podcast Harold makes every 5 days.
Yeah. So check it out. Give us some favorites on there. Give us some ratings. We would appreciate it. Some other stuff. Please rate and review us on iTunes because that's what helps us out the most. Follow our show on Twitter at IrrationalPod and our little sister show at MaliciousPod. And tell your friends, please. Word of mouth is the best way to spread the love. And while you're at it, check out the website, irrationalpassions.com. That's where the good stuff is. So here we are. Nabeshin. Is Nabeshin Ask going to continue? Answer the question the viewers have been waiting an answer for.
You guys tell me. Should I keep doing this?
Yes.
If you can, I love it. I'm a big fan.
I mean-
personally.
Huge fan. Huge fan. Very fun to participate in. So,
Alright, I'll do what I can. If I go blank one day, I might just throw it out to you guys one day, so just
that's cool.
prepare for that.
That's cool.
Mhm.
So.
You
Alright,
don't have to
ready.
have it every week. I mean, if you can't think of something, we can pass.
alright guys, so what's a habit of yours that, not really a habit, but like something that you always do? Oh, are you, what's
Sorry,
happening now?
I forgot that the YouTube app you have to keep your phone not turned off, not locked.
Okay. Alright,
Why not?
so like what's the thing that you usually do that you never notice and no one else never knows, but like one person and then it's like, oh yeah, you totally do that all the time. Like I know when I used to work at my old job and my best friend Katie, we used to work together. Katie, my old roommate. One of my coworkers, Valeria, was watching me walk, and she was saying like, "You walk so anime. You walk pretty much like a cartoon character. You move you flap your arms and you walk around like so silly like." and then Katie notices that, and she was like, "You totally do that! Like, oh my god, you're such a cartoon character!" And then like now every time I walk for like a good amount of time, I notice my arms just flapping around like every time I walk. So it's just like a weird thing that I just noticed about myself. It's like, oh, that's just a weird thing. So, you guys got anything? I don't know.
I don't have anything.
Oh, yes, you do, Evan. I'm sure you do. You sleep
I
during
can't
the podcast.
think of anything. Huh?
You sleep during the podcast. There's a weird habit that you do.
Yeah.
Whenever
I
I'm
don't
talking
actually
on the phone or brushing my teeth, I pace. I pace a lot.
I did that too.
And I didn't... Like, I'm walking back and forth.
While
pacing.
you're brushing your teeth?
Yeah, I do it while I brush my teeth. I walk around the apartment while I do it. It's weird. And I didn't notice it until a couple years ago when my friend Damien, he's like, "Why are you walking around?" When I was talking to my mom on the phone, I'm like, I'm walking around. I just do it reflexively. For some odd reason, like, especially when I'm talking on the phone, I want to be moving. I don't know why. So, yeah, I pace a lot. It's odd. That's for sure. Scott,
There's
what about
something
you?
you do that you probably don't notice that, like, pretty much... It's kind of with me. I don't know, maybe because I don't speak loud enough, but, like, you always repeat everything I just finished saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that. As
I didn't notice that.
Okay.
I think other
Something
people
that I
have told me
used to
that.
do. Something that I used to
Okay.
do, but don't do it quite so much anymore, is that whenever someone would used to say something, I would never understand it until I mimicked it with my mouth.
Huh.
That's something that I used to do a lot. I don't do
That's
that
cool.
anymore.
I used to do that too.
I did that when I was younger.
Another thing is, I do another pacing thing, but it's always when I'm listening to music.
Mm-hmm.
That's not something that it's somebody else noticed that I do.
Is that, like, with headphones, or that's, like, music in, like, your room or something?
Headphones. Headphones.
Okay.
Be walking around his house, just like loud music in his headphones.
People are like, the fuck you doing? And I'm like, I don't know.
Music, shut up!
What about you, Tony?
I multitask too fucking much on the computer.
Yeah.
I do way too much shit at once. It's bad.
Yeah, and then your computer starts to slow down, and you're like, oh, whoops.
No, well, it doesn't do that, but like, and then I'll be like, all right, I can't read what are in these tabs anymore. So time to close some.
Yeah, if
Oh
I
wait,
have more
I'm
than
trying
10
to play
tabs,
League and Rust and another game all at the same time. This is not working.
yeah,
stuff like that.
If I have more than 10 tabs open, I have to close everything.
Don't get an
Like-
Xbox One.
Like one time I was starting a League game and then I realized I also had Spelunky and Rust open. This was this week. So
Jesus,
I was like, this is probably bad for my frame rate. But
Probably.
yeah, I do that. Yes, Google Hangouts, I'm still here. Yeah, so I do that. And it's that's basically it, really. I just do that. So
All right, there you go. Thank you, Nobshin.
Still nothing for you, Evan?
I mean, I have to listen to music or something while I play games on the computer. Like, I have to. Like,
Me too.
I have to
You don't listen
multitask
to
on my
in-game
computer.
music?
Huh?
You don't in-game music or anything? Or
Sometimes. I mean, if the game music is okay, then I'll listen to it. But it's usually my own music or a movie or a TV show or something.
Oh, so you always needed background noise when you do something,
Yeah.
pretty much. I
Yeah.
got you.
When I play handheld games, I like to have my TV on.
And it's never
watching something.
podcasts, which is really weird. So I want to listen to podcasts, but I never do.
I
Yeah,
listen to a lot of podcasts.
I do too.
Here.
Yeah, I probably listen to too many, but
Same here.
that is a story for another time. Thank you, Nobshin, for the question. Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
Tony, Evan, Scott, for joining me in this journey of wondrous, magical.
Tony,
things.
stop typing.
Jesus, Tony. I don't think Nobshin, because I would just fall apart if you weren't here. So, but yeah, thank you.
You
Nobshin.
don't thank me?
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
why I didn't
oh.
thank you. You're like my right-hand man. I
Oh.
just expect you to be here.
Oh, okay, sure.
What if one day he wasn't here, Alex? What would you do?
I don't think Nobshin's missed a show since he joined.
Nope, I left early one time because I was depressed, but other than that, nope, I've been here. Perfect attendance.
Yep. He came in late once. That's all I can remember.
Sounds like me for the first couple months.
Yeah, except Nobshin's been here for over a year.
Yeah.
I guess thank you guys so much for listening. Thanks to you for the support during the Game of the Year stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was awesome content. It was fun to do for the most part. But yeah, looking forward to 2014. I hope this year's good for us, just like last year was. So thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you, Danny, for your opening and closing music of Two-Player Co-op and The World is Saved. Please check it out, DannyWeisner.bandcamp.
Thanks, Danny. You're awesome.
And thank you guys. We will be back next week with another edition of Irrational Passions podcast. But until then, play your games, stay irrational, and we'll talk to you guys next week. Titles. Titles, Tony.
Tittles.
Tittles.
I wish I could see.
You got the Papa John Battle Royale. First rule of ESO Beta: no one talks about ESO Beta. Dreamy Luigi. As I learn and breathe, and cough and die. Most OP, Scott Guthier. Hi, Nobashine, I'm in your worm. Alex is Optimus Prime, and Evan the Enabler.
I like Dreamy Luigi or the most OP Scott Guthier.
I like the ESO Beta.
I don't know.
But we're not allowed to talk about it.
It's our Game of the Year show all over again! I'm flashing back! No!
Evan, you. What's yours?
I don't know.
Pick one. The one you hate
all-
the least.
I like the most
Papa.
OP Scott.
Okay. Scott.
Sure.
What do you like, Scott?
It's tough. I'm sorry.
Scott
I'm
just
gonna have to
doesn't
go
want to pick
with-
his own title.
I'm gonna have to go with Evan the Enabler.
Tony?
Most OP Scott Guthier.
Alright. Who wants to say the title? I can say the number. Who wants to say the title?
Scott has to.
That wouldn't make sense.
Nobshine has to.
Alright.
Tony has to. You're never
Tony
here.
has to. Yeah, you're never here.
I'm joking.
No, that
Who's
was
doing
true.
what now?
12 missing Tonys.
All 12 of them.
Alright. This is Irrational Passions Podcast, episode 161.
Most OP.
Most OP?
Scott. Oh.
I'm pretty sure that they said I had to do it, Scott.
Oh, okay. I thought they
All right,
said
that's
that I
it. We're
had
not
to.
changing it. That's the title. I'm not changing it. I'm not doing it. I refuse.
Alright, whatever, man. I'll make it work.
All right, seems good.
Stop recording.
I don't know why you guys were changing it up after that. I got confused. I'm sorry.
That's one of the funniest title sections I think we've ever done. Alright, Scott, can you get me this track now?
Probably. Yeah, hold on.
So I know I have it and I don't have to worry about it?
We're still alive.
Again, yeah, probably.
That's fine.
Don't lose it.